Hello everyone, hello, happy Friday! Welcome biscuits to the Friday stream! You did it, you made it to the weekend, well done, well done. And what a weekend it is! Not only is today Friday the 13th, kind of ominous, but we also have tomorrow, which is Saturday the 14th or Valentine's Day. And if you are in Canada like me, Monday is Family Day. It's a long weekend this weekend. We get to eat our chocolate and rest up and go into a chocolate coma for the weekend, which is wonderful, wonderful. How are you all doing? How was your week? And it's been a whole 3 days since we were together. Hard to believe, I know. I have been busy this week doing recordings for March. So I have all these things that I know that are coming up for you guys to see, and I have to keep them a secret. Isn't that terrible? I will say, for those who enjoyed the PAL World Series, I recorded my first ever summon. My first summoning I recorded this week, and oh, biscuits, are you in for a ride? But that is all I will say. I'll be good and keep all the halfling feelings to myself. I'm ready though, I'm charged up for today. We're gonna be taking on the Mountaintop of the Giants. I've got my strong build all prepped. I have not done anything since we were last in Elden Ring. In fact, I haven't even rested at the bonfire, as you can tell by my FP bar up there. We took on all those baddies up here. We're gonna be making our way across this very narrow bridge. Suspicious. But I thought we might want to at least try the catacombs here. I remember it being a pain, so we might not get all the way through. But I figure, what better way to start Friday the 13th than with a catacomb, huh? Reaver, welcome, welcome. How are you doing, friend? How has your week been? Have you had any new adventures this week? Any new stuff you've been taking on? We're so glad you're here. Oh, I'm always amazed how many of you biscuits show up for a Friday stream. I'm like, the biscuits will be so busy on Fridays. But sure enough, here you are. It makes me feel so good. Almost as good as hitting these guys. There we go. Hey, OG Princess! Oh my goodness, oh my goodness! How are you here? Oh, you're watching the last little bit of your flight. Guys, we're on a plane. We're on a plane with OG Princess. Wow, thank you so much. I hope you had an amazing time away. OG was on vacation, soaking in some sun, hopefully, having a great old time. She says, thank you, sad to be back in the snow. I can understand that. I can understand the snow being a little depressing, especially out of a plane window as you watch that beautiful sunshine fade away. But we're glad you're here, you know? It may be snowy, but the biscuits are glad you came. That's incredible. My gosh, has technology gotten so good that on a plane you're able to pull the Wi-Fi to do this. This is great. I like to picture us as like these little voices in your pocket. Like you're just sitting there trying to enjoy your flight. You know when you pocket call someone in a Tim Hortons lineup or something? And there's this little voice, hello, hello? Oh my goodness, we're on a plane. I feel like that's what we're doing. I feel like we're joining you in your wonderful travels. You're gonna bring back some sunshine for us? Excellent, excellent. We could use that. We could use a little sunshine. Some warmth would be great. Weaver says, I'm good. Just completed a VTuber book. Hey, that sounds cool. What was it about? Was it like tips and tricks, or was it like the biography of a VTuber? Oh no, I'm gonna be the biography of a recently passed VTuber if I don't take my little Estus flask. You little imps. Oh my gosh, that sounds cool. I've been doing, let's see here. I was doing some recordings this week, and then I enjoyed one of the games I played so much, I ended up playing like a bunch of hours last night. So I'm slightly sleep deprived. My own fault, my own fault. But I was having such a good time with it, I couldn't put it down. It was one of those games where you're like, I'll just do one more thing, and then like 2 hours go by and you're like, oh, pickles and gherkins. I lost track. It was a fantasy story based on a VTuber. Oh, that'd be cool. That would be very cool. I love a good fantasy story. I love a good story in general, actually. Mysteries, adventure, non-fiction, fiction. I'm a sucker for stories and books. How about you, biscuits? Are there genres of books and stories that you enjoy best? LOL, sleep deprived, worth it. It's true, it was worth it. It was so much fun. I had a great time, and I can't even tell you about it because the video's not coming out, but it was good. It was a good game. I'd never played it before, and I was immensely enjoying myself. I have no regrets until this morning when I got up. My PSW was coming to help me get ready, and I was like, I have some slight regrets. Kooky is a gamer. You know it's the gamer mentality. When you look at your clock and it's 11 o'clock, and you glance at your screen and you look back and it's 3 a.m. and you're like, oh no. I did not stay up till 3 a.m. If I had stayed up till 3 a.m., I would not be talking like I am now. But it was quite late. It was quite late for Kooky. I saw some catacombs this week. Mind you, those had monsters like Dracula and Frankenstein. I feel like that would be scarier. That would be scarier than these, but better photo opportunities. Right? Like you probably got a nice photo with Frankenstein. Right? You're like, hello, buddy. Hey, Frank. I'm here. I'm your biggest fan. Frank, tell me of your adventures. Did the werewolf have a name? I'm just curious. Like, you know, we all know Dracula's name, and like Frankenstein's name is really the scientist who made him, but we call him Frankenstein. But like, you know, did the werewolf guy from the famous old monster movies, did he have a name? Was it like Bert? Bert the werewolf? If I was a werewolf, what's a good werewolf name? Freddy the werewolf? Walter the werewolf? Oh no, I've woken up the jars. Ow, you hit me through the wall? So unfair. So unfair, Mr. Jar. It was a jarring experience. Can I backstab him? Do jars have backs? And other questions Elden Ring makes me ask myself. I think it's just Wolfman and Swamp Thing, much less creative. Maybe they ran out. They're like, this is a low budget. We're gonna put all the budget on the costume and none on the naming. We can't afford writers. What do you think this is, some posh studio? Bah. We're lucky we could buy faux fur at the fabric store to make Wolfman look as good as he is. He doesn't need a backstory. Backstories are for chumps. All they need to know is he's scary and he wants to eat your soul, and you're like, okay, I'm cool with that. I won't sit. I am totally the person who would sit. I was gonna say, I won't sit and say like, oh, but why? I'm like, I'm totally that person. Kooky, why even pretend you're not that person who sits there and goes, why? What is their motivation? Why are they here? Why didn't they just do that other action? Much to the chagrin of my friends, I am that person in the movie. Reader says, look at time, it says 2 a.m. and this is to go even further beyond. Stays up too much longer. It's true, it's true. I set myself a time limit. It's gotten to the point I have to set myself really early time limits because I know I won't follow them. I'm like, I will set myself this time limit by, you know, 5 o'clock. I'm gonna start getting ready because I know really I'm gonna blow past that one. I'm gonna blow past the next one. It's like someone who has to set 1,000,000 alarms. Executed toast! We have some toast in the chat. We have some toast in the chat. And look at these guillotines. Isn't it a perfect time for executed toast? With guillotines all around and explosive jars. Ah, my spleen. Explosives. This jar run, I tell you what. Baku says, you are 100% that person, and this is why I don't recommend series to you anymore. I know. But the hard thing is, if I stay silent during the film, everyone's like, well, what did you really think? And I'm like, you don't want to know what I really thought. Proceeds to list plot holes. I still enjoy the movies. I'm just like, why did they do that? Why didn't they just call the person? They had the phone in their pocket from earlier in the movie. Like, I am Cinema Sins. That is me. Has burnt eyes from playing Vampire Survivors DLC. Oh yeah, how's that going? Is it good? Have you been enjoying yourself? Explosives. Come here. Oh, they're not gonna follow me? Oh, those are inattentive jars. It's crazy how time flies when gaming. It's true. Especially, like, it doesn't matter if you're doing a cozy game or, like, a really tense game. The next thing you know, the hours have passed. You're in Minecraft just punching dirt. And the next thing you know, you're in a castle still punching dirt. but 12 days have passed, and I don't mean in-game days either. I have arrived to save the day. Well, thank heavens. On a Friday the 13th, we look to the skies, and who should appear but an executed toast on the horizon. We are saved, everyone. We are saved. Let the bells ring out. Hello. I'm running through poisonous gas. Yay. Happy Friday the 13th to me. You totally watch movie reviews with me? Oh, I don't know. I can be kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy the movies though. I can watch a movie. If there are spoilers, that doesn't bother me. I'll still watch it. But I never do spoilers with people. But I have a weird ability to predict what's happening in a movie. And then people get annoyed. And I'm like, you asked me what did I think would happen next. And that's what I think will happen next. If it happens, I can't help that. I would like to think it's because I'd make a good movie director. But maybe it's just I'm predictable like the movie. Maybe that's what it is. I ain't no Spielberg. Ow! Listen here, you overgrown mason jar. Stop it. Enough of you. We should do it though at some point. If I ever figure out how to do it, we should do watch-alongs. All of you biscuits will like put on like a classic film and just watch, and you'll be like, oh, this is what Kooky's like. I never talk in a theater though, don't worry. I have some class. I do not talk in theaters. I let people focus. I'd be a great critic. I would be the type of critic where I would criticize, and then I would be like, you know, oh, that's a bit of a plot hole, and blah, blah, blah. And why didn't they talk here? And then I'd be like, but it's okay. You tried your best, and I appreciate that. I think this part was really entertaining, because I would feel bad if the person who was directing it felt sad. They would be like, oh, but I tried so hard. Oh, never mind. It's not important. You can have plot holes. One of my favorite, like, you know when you have a movie that you don't have to think too much about, it's just a for fun one? One of my favorite ones has like a billion plot holes, so no worries. If only people couldn't just avoid problems by doing simple logical actions in real life as well. Real life is much harder than a movie, man. Life does not follow logic, you know what I'm saying? I wish it did, Oh no, not hugs, no hugs. Stop. Oh my gosh, that's some serious heartburn you've got in. If anything, it's more realistic that people make dumb choices that are easily avoided. This is true. Mystery Cat says the mechanics for the Among Us inspired DLC is a little weird, but being able to play more Vampire Survivors is always good. Oh my gosh. Ow. Coming from all sides. That sounds cool. It is a strange combo though, isn't it? I would never think of putting Among Us and Vampire Survivors together. But then again, I'm not an award-winning game creator, so you know. What would I know? Nothing. Try hole. I will. As long as it's not plummeting to my doom. Oh yes, you want me to try the hole. Ah! Alright. You think he can fall? Hopefully not. I hear steps though. Oh my gosh. Go to the catacomb. Oh no, he can fall through the hole. No. Bad boy. Where am I? Where is this labyrinth? You should do a one-off stream where you rank movies according to their predictability. I would need suggestions from you biscuits. Maybe someday we'll do that. We'll get like a list. You guys can put in a whole bunch of movies. Now warning, I haven't seen a lot of modern movies. So you're gonna have to really know me well to know what ones I've even seen. You'll be like, seriously, Kooky? Are you like 85 years old? And I'm like, no, I just have like the movie taste of an 85-year-old. But we can do that. We can be like, what ones do you think are the most predictable? I like predictability can be nice. It's like putting on a cozy sweater. You know what's gonna come next. It's just a nice warm feeling. We were having a vote. I second the motion. That tier list site. Oh my goodness. Executed toast. A 10-stream streak. My son that has moved from a streak to a stripe. That's an amazing accomplishment. Oh, you biscuits are amazing. I am so lucky to have such great friends. She said while she shot lightning at a giant jar of jam. Oh no, the giant jar of jam can shoot back. This was not about retaliation. I thought it was about friendship. Valentine's Day coming up, you know? There we go. Celebrations. Mods, we should make her a list, lol. I'm down. Oh no, the mods have come up with their own creations. Oh well. They're all so talented. I'm sure nothing could go wrong. Twitch, twitch. Be wary of lyre. Oh. A lyre is also a very nice instrument when spelled differently. Do I need to go up here? These catacombs, I tell you what. I tell you what. When I did them, I ended up using a guide because these ones are so confusing. Alright, so this is where we started. Because of the corpses. Best way to tell where you're going in video games, corpses. I guess I've been through this part of the dungeon. Maku says we were raised on cartoons from the 30s to 60s. It really tends to confuse people when you quote cartoons your grandparents should barely know about. It's true. It's true. You probably are like, nah, and I'm like, yeah. Okay, that looks like death. That looks like death. Also really hard to get movie posters when you watch films from the 30s and 40s. You're like, for some reason, the local teen store does not have this movie in it. Makes life challenging, but the good news is you don't get as many crushes on the movie stars because they're all dead. Or the age of your grandparents. So you're like, well, no point in that. Ow! I should have remembered that. I got a new belly button. Alright, was I supposed to go up one here, maybe? Ah, guillotines. Go down. What goes up must come down. I did this section. Yes. I'm a little concerned that one jar doesn't follow me. He's probably gonna come at the most inopportune time. Oh, your plane is landing! Oh, well, I'm glad you had safe travels, friend. Enjoy yourself. Get some rest after your long flight. Hopefully all your luggage is intact and waiting for you. Ah, the bittersweetness of returning. It might be a sad moment for you, but we're happy our OG princess is safe and sound. Now to upload all those memories, right? You get all your nice movies, videos that you've taken and photos, and you're like, all right, social media, brace yourself. Incoming 200 plus photos of awesomeness. Thank you for stopping by. Let's see here. Trap ahead. I already found that out. Enemy? Question mark? It has to be down here, right? Let's go down here. I'm up on this ledge. This is why I always am like, well, should I do catacombs on stream? They're really good, but I usually miss where the lever is. I usually miss the lever. There's another blow-up jar. An explosive fellow. 600 photos! Excellent! Excellent, executed toast. Get the popcorn ready. It's a good excuse for popcorn and sitting and being like, hello, I'm ready. I'm ready for the fun. Oh no, more explosives. I bet you that's it. I bet you that's where I need to go. Through the fire and the flame. Executed Toast says it's okay, she's got a hot date with me tomorrow to make her feel better about coming home. Excellent, excellent. Nothing better than seeing the people you love when you get home. Good luck with the rest of your stream, Kooky. Thank you! Get lots of rest post-flight. Put your feet up in a nice reclining chair and rest yourself. Oh dear. I think I heard it go down. There we go. Whee! Oh my gosh, how long do you have to run for a hug? Come here. Come on, little buttons. I should get them, shouldn't it? Did it get him? I think it got him. Or did they just not follow me? Did you give up the hunt? You gave up the hunt! Seriously? Can you not figure out corners? I grant you they're challenging. They are challenging. Just explode! Give in to your anger. Give in. Oh gosh, come on, explode. Come here. I can see you glowing. I can literally see your glow. You're right there. Just blow up. Give in to your wrath. Now for ruin. And an exploding jar. Oh my gosh. You know you have a long fuse when... Oh my goodness. You jars. You jars. I swear. No one would even choose you to put jams in. I still have more. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's have you go down. I'm going to switch to the long range approach if it'll let me select them. It will not let me select them. Of course. Can I get your big fella in the middle? So I can at least run through? It's like they're like, oh, you don't know that I'm a explosive jar. I know what you are. Come here. Up. Somebody exploded, I think. Alright, now I should be able to select him, though. That's the trick. Ah! Look at him go! He got shot up in the air. Oh my goodness! There we go. Alright, now just the big jar, and then this should be where the lever is. Ah, so much love in the chat. Makes me feel happy. Let's put the shield. Shieldy shield. Let me see here. Didn't expect plump sort. Well, none of us expected that. Right, I'll go take a peek up here. And just check if there's the lever up here or is it in with the jam jars. Am I back where I started? Oh yes, I remember this one. Okay, so this catacomb, we might not be able to finish it. It's sort of a time warp, so you keep going through the same rooms over and over and over until you find the one that's slightly different. It'll have a, whatchamacallit, a little extra portal you can fall down. But yeah, you end up going through almost like a time loop. And you're like, I've been here before, and you have been there before. I forgot that was the trick with this one. Hello, but see like how now that it has a massive spud of spewing poisons? They had fun making this game. They didn't like us very much, but they had fun. Alright, let's see here. Behold trap, yes. Try decoy. I don't think it's in with him. Pretty sure. I think you have to jump down here still. Oh, Elden Ring, you're such a tease. Whee! Aha, a ledge. Behold, my knees aren't broken. And another ledge. Well, how the hey diddly do I get in there? Let's see. Still no here. I know the feeling. Oh, these crazy dungeons. These crazy dungeons. Oh, look, more explosives. Hello, little fella. And this is back to... Yep. I'll double check. I was gonna say it's back to the elevator, but let's see. And you hop down there. Okay. Hello, welcome to the chat. Yes, it literally is. It is the PT dungeon. I can't remember, because so long ago I did this one. I can't remember how you get out of it. Oh my gosh. It's the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine. The trick with this one is just to have like a million bajillion health potions. Decoy ahead. I don't see no decoy. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. Try going down again, I guess. I think this one I ended up, when I did the first time, I ended up doing a, whatchamacallit, a walkthrough guide. It was like, how do you complete this dungeon? It's insane. Unless, is this it? This is where we, oh, hello. Hello, jam jars. With a name like Schmuckers, it must be good. Ah, we made it. Did we make it? I think we've made it. I think this is the lever. Please be the lever. Oh my gosh. Somewhere a heavy door is opened. Golly gee, I hope I can find it. I have no idea where it is. But this area, everyone should be dead. Should be dead. And now you unlock extra dungeon. Dungeon Mach 2. Let's see if we go up. I remember the first time I did it, I felt like I was looping forever. And like people were writing, they're like, what is with this? I have passed this spot like 3 times. And it was really eerie because you're not expecting that. You're not expecting to walk into a dungeon and be like, I've been in this room before, but it's different. And it's like, yes. But have you tried second dungeon? All right, I'm just gonna refresh my flasks. Wonton the Kid says, I watched someone struggle for like half an hour trying to figure out where to go yesterday in this same dungeon. Oh my gosh. I guess you're having even PT stream. You're like, I have seen this dungeon just 2 days prior. The Minotaur's dungeon, yes, it is. It is a labyrinth I can never escape from. All right, we gotta remember this route though, because it is a long route to the boss door as well. This ain't no easy dungeon, man. By this point in the game, they were like, you're in or you're not. There's only 2 options. I feel like sometimes the designers get bored with the same dungeon layout and they're like, let's make this more interesting. What about if we make them slowly go mad? Just slowly lose their minds. We've made a dungeon you have to go through 12 layers of the same thing, only slightly different, just to see how long it takes before you snap like a dry twig. And I'm like, I don't need 12 layers, man. I need like 3 layers and I'm already snapping like a twig. Let's see. Put up my shield just in case they fall on my head. Which can happen. They're very enthusiastic about their work. They don't understand the gravity of the situation, you might say. But Alright, let's go in. Alright, so we're gonna have to, I guess, get ready with the blood flame. Let's see what it says here in the notes. Monstrosity ahead, therefore circling around required. Okay, backstabs, I guess? Backstabbing? Okay, let me make sure nobody's coming behind me. Excellente. And let's do a little bestial vitality. And a little blood flame. Yeah. Alright, I think I've stronged myself up. Alright, let's do this. Traverse the mist. What could it be? Oh gosh, don't worry. I'll probably be here after the ads. Woohoo! Oh gosh, flames. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna grab this. Hello! I see I've upset you. I can understand that. You were probably just gotten down to sit down to your meal, and in I came. In I came with my blood flame and my ambitions. That's what Margaret's always telling me. Foul, tarnished, and my ambitions. I don't really think of myself as having huge ambitions, Ulcerated Tree Spirit. But maybe I do. Maybe I'm reaching beyond my capabilities, you know. You have a glowy bit? There's a glowy bit! Oh my gosh. Should I hold on so we kill him right when everyone gets back? I don't know if I can. I can try. Mimic my kill steal. Oh, mimic kill steal! Curses! Sorry! Oh, we did it! Welcome back, everyone! I'm sorry for those who had ads. I didn't notice it was going on when I went in. We did it. It was an ulcerated tree spirit. So don't worry. It's one you've seen a million times. But we did it. Look at this floating skeleton. He's doing the luge. I guess he's a skeleton doing the skeleton. Right? Head first. Down the hill. There we go. There you go. Profile pic. Wouldn't it be terrifying both if you saw my character's face and that was leering over your shoulder? Oh my gosh, it'd be so scary. Celebrations, though. We did it. Oh, we figured out the puzzle boss. Good gravy. That was intense. I didn't even get to see my reward. What did I get? I got a glovewort picker's bell bearing. Excellente. Excellent. Oh, there's a chest. Let's go check out the chest. Make it worth it. Should be Deathroot, I think. Deathroot. Yes. When I came into this dungeon, it said the beast eye was quivering. Oh, well, we did it. You'll be happy to know. Undone, kid. We made it through. We made it through the dungeon. We fought the boss. Well done, well done. Oh, I made it through without having to resort to a guide. Excellent. Just by pure dumb luck and chaos. All right, let's see now. I should probably top up. Just because we're gonna have to do a mad dash across a bridge. A skinny little bridge. With something shooting at us. I know it was done first time. I'm like, of all the odds, usually when I fight those guys, it's like a 50-50. So I'm like, well, the biscuits might be back from the ad break by the time I'm finished here. I'll be like, it's okay, guys, round 2. Isn't that wonderful? But instead, he went down like a chump. He went down like a sack of spuds. Let's see here, we need 40,000? 43,000? That's a lot. I probably have it. I have 50. I kind of want to save it. Got a 10 and a 7, 17, 50, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I definitely have it here. Well, we can try. We'll use the smaller ones. Let's use the smaller amounts. 41. I'm close. Let's see here. I need 2,000. 2,000 more. Oh, how it makes you do math. I loved how in Lies of P it like adds it all up for you. I was like, thank you. When you're playing late at night, you're like, I don't have the mental capacity at 2 in the morning to figure out the mathematics of this. I saw in the little window that pops up just had no Kooky commentary. Okay, well at least you got to see the action. Mainly the commentary was, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Then at the very end, I was like, oh dear, I think we're gonna win. Should I try to hold off for the biscuits so that they can see it? But then Mimic kill stealed. He's just very gung-ho. He doesn't always think with his head. He's always just smashing through. Let's try, I'm gonna put up Vigor just cause the boss of this area gets pretty stinking hard. He's a tough old bean. He has a fiery temper, one might say. And a really big bowl. I'm like, I've never faced him with a strength build before. Again, this is my first time doing a strength build. So, we're gonna find out if the main boss of the area is better to fight as an intelligence build, or if they're better to fight as a little strunky boy. I'm hoping a strunky boy will be the secret weapon, but my hopes aren't high. Ow. Probably with a capably, handled strength weapon, he'd be okay. You just took down the whole tree! Man has entered the woods. Everybody here has a fiery temper. Boom, 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 boom. Don't hurt my Mimic. He's a sweet boy. I promised his mother I'd bring him home safe and sound. I'm on a babysitting mission here. There we go. Is that everyone? Oh man, I keep hoping that he'll drop his cool outfit. It's not to be, I know it, I know it. I'll never get the cool red shirt of massiveness. Alright, so here we go. So there, at the far end, in the distance on this bridge, is a nasty guy who's gonna shoot arrows at me. So, yay. We're gonna try to make our way past this guy to save the day. Got to head down here, is it? Ashes of war. Woohoo! Almost fell off there. A little rogue riding on my part. Let's go here. Shoot your shot, Cupid, with your arrow so fine. Don't worry about me, I'll take my time. Alright, shoot your shot. I'm ready. Feel like William Tell's son. Sitting here with an apple on my head. Okay, Dad, shoot your arrow. I know you won't miss me. Mom would kill you if you did. I gotta get behind this piece of stone. Awesome. Now run! Run like the wind! Torrent! Faster, I say! This boy can turn around and do a 360 no-scope. Ah! Let's go around here. Okay, you just gotta be behind some scenery. That's the main thing. And pick up some goodies. Alright, let's see. Oh, more goodies. Soft cotton. If I had enough of this soft cotton, I'd make myself a sweater. Because it looks cold. It looks pretty cold up here in the snowy north. Alright, now we got one of these, so... Oops, didn't mean to do that. Sorry, Torrent. Sorry, Torrent / Ralph. That's right, you dung beetle. Get statically charged. There we go. Somber smithing stone. We gotta find... I haven't found any boss weapons for the somber smithing stones that are really good strength ones yet. So let me know if I pick up something that you're like, that's a really good strength weapon for a boss weapon. You just let me know and I will somber stone it up, you know? Probably should have put my thingy on. Uh-oh. I see you have an ingrown toenail problem, my good friend. Let me fix that for you. Ah, see? Don't you feel better? You're welcome. I won't even charge money for my services. I won't even charge you for the pedicure. Golden rune. Comfort, oh comfort. Yeah, not getting shot. Look at this. It'll be really bad if they put like one little shiny like down there. And you just have like a raft of blood stains here as everyone's like, yes, jump for the shinies. What's this? Hidden path ahead? I don't think so. That is not a wall that says hidden path. Weirdly, even though they're hidden paths, you kind of get a feel for like, oh yep, that's a hidden path right there. Look at this. Great view though, right? Look at this. So pretty. Oh my gosh, when you play this game in HD, it looks amazing. So many screenshots. Let's see here. Come along this side. I gotta remember how to get out of this area. I think I go up this little bridge bit. Because there is a site of grace somewhere nearby. I'm pretty sure, at least, if my memory serves me correctly. It's been a long time. Let's see, if we go up this little spigot of a bridge. And... anything? Aha! I see the tendrils of gold. Excellent. Here we go. Site of grace. Oh wow, something's already dying. Isn't that wonderful? Preemptively, before I even get there, they're softening them up. That wasn't too bad. We made it across. I didn't even get hit once. I'm impressed by that. Normally, I at least take one hit. I timed it well. Alright, let's see here. What do we got? Let's switch to my shield, just in case. I love the sound effect they put with, like, picking stuff up. It's just so good. It's like, chick, 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 chick. It's sort of like when you're playing Lego games and the sound of the studs being picked up. Oh, it's so good. Just a pleasing sound. You're like, I'm rich. I'm rich in Lego pieces. Oh, look, another one.
Do you hear me? It is I, Lieutenant.
Hello, Lieutenant, in my head.
Castle Sol lies just off to the north.
Okay.
Where the other medallion is housed. It will grant passage to the land of the Erdtree.
Awesome. I have an internal GPS, isn't that great? I got Siri right in my brain. It scratches that little part of your brain, says Mr. Cat. Yes, those pleasing sounds. You're like, I will just sit here. It's like when, have you guys ever had it where you have like bubble wrap? And you just sit there popping bubble wrap because it's so fun. You're like, I don't know why this is as fun as it is, but it is. Or like you take it and you like crunch it up, like you wring it out like you would a towel. Latency ASMR. It's true, it's true. There's also just sounds that don't really sound good, but they're like so nostalgic. Like the other day, someone had the sound of a dial-up modem, and I was like, my childhood. Oh, so many memories. And meanwhile, it's not a pleasant sound at all, at all, at all. But there's just so much nostalgia with it. You're like, yes, yes, I remember it well. Ooh, maiden's clothing. All right, they're just having a battle, so I'm gonna let them fight their fight, shoot their shot. Latana ASMR. It could be latency ASMR. She's got kind of a delayed response. Be like, you know that thing you did the other day? I should have told you about this. We're going to the Erdtree. You're not going to like it. That's the true latency part of it. You're like, oh, the Erdtree. That sounds so nice. And then you're like, it was not nice. Reader, would not recommend vacationing here. 0 stars. All right, we got this section. I'm trying to remember. There used to be a site of grace near here. Oh, well. Maybe we can just do the summon. I have to do one of our Volcano Manor quests is here. On the ground in these pools of blood, there should be, yes, a summoning thing. So let's quickly, oops, sorry, wrong one. Bestial Vitality, Blood Flame, yes. And maybe we'll switch to the lightning and some heals. Let's go. It's probably gonna take out my Blood Flame when I get there, but you know. Maku says, I've been replaying Terraria lately and the mining sound is addicting. It is a good sound. I took out my flame. How dare you? How dare you? I don't want to read the note. Oh gosh. I got Hoslow's oath. This guy is not easy either. I'm wondering if he can be bullied, because when you're an intelligence build, he's brutal. He's got whips. And he can, as you can see, dodge. He can get out of dodge fast. I always love when, like, you'll be fighting a character, and their weapon is so tough when you're facing them, and then when you get it, it's, like, not as good. And it's so disappointing. Hello. Don't you hate when you teleport and I'm still here? Oh, no. No, don't you heal. Don't you heal. Bad boy. Well, that was easy. Juno Hoslow defeated. Knight of Blood. Returning to your world. Alright. Oh my gosh. That was way easier with the strength build, let me tell you. He's kind of like resistant to magic, I think. Hoslow's Pedal Whip, Hoslow's Helm, Hoslow's Armor, and Hoslow's Gauntlets and Greaves. We got his whole set. We got his whole cool set. We stripped his corpse. Now, fun fact, if you remember, there was somebody in the, at the round table who was like, oh, I lost my servant, you need to go find her. And then he ended up at Volcano Manor and was like, I've decided to join the bad guys. Then he's like, I feel bad because I decided to join the bad guys. That's his brother. We just killed his brother. Isn't that wonderful? Volcano Manor is full of not very nice people, let's just put it that way. A warming stone. And a smithing stone. I think given the layout here, it should be a somber stone. It's pretty somber here. Hello, little gremlins. Hello, little gremlins. All right, let's go up here. Whoop. Whee! Oh, man. Even though there is no fall damage, I always feel when that happens, I'm like, my knees. My poor knees. My horse's knees just give out. The suspension on my horse gives out when we land like that. All right, let's see. These notes probably are helpful. Merchant ahead. That is helpful. And I should have some spare cash on me because I just killed that guy. Hello. I have come to purchase presents. I have come to purchase presents. Are you here? Am I going the wrong way? Oh, there it is. There's the warm glow of a merchant. Funny how that guy's quest ended. I know, right? You're like, I'm so sorry. I feel bad because you go back to Volcano Manor and you'd be like, you know, you just have this bag of armor And you'd be like, hi, and then put it down, and the guy's like, that's my brother's armor. And you'd be like, I'm sorry. It was a quest, I had to complete it. You know how it is.
A customer?
I'm here.
Well, how long has it been?
A very long time, as in never, because I've never been here before. All right, what we got? We got rejuvenating boluses. Oh, with the Jarberg? I love the Jarberg quest line. It is so nice. I mean, it's not nice for that fellow. He doesn't have a very nice ending in it. But I was really worried by the end that they were going to get rid of all the jars, especially the little guy who keeps calling me cuz. And then they didn't. And I was like, oh, thank heavens. For once, FromSoft decided to do a somewhat decent ending. And even if you complete Alexander's quest line and then go back, it still has a somewhat happy ending, as opposed to the terrible one it normally does. Because normally, it's not very fun. I'm going to pick up these just because we'll need them more, I think. But I probably should pick up this as well. So I'll cash in. I'm going to cash in my chips. I'm going to cash in one of my precious souls. Kooky financial advice. You can have some spare cash on hand by killing that guy. I know, you always want some... You want some spare cash in your pockets. You never know. Rainy day and all that. And if there is some fellow who's willing to oblige you by donating to the cause, a generous donation was recently given, then why not? Why not? Who am I to question? All right, there we go. So we got some nice little keys. Ah, there's a site of grace. Can I get down there without breaking my spleen? Have I already been there? I have already been there. All right, so we're gonna continue this way then. Back on my horse. This was Miyazaki trying to make a happier game. For his effort, he did... Like, I would say this is the game that has the most happy endings. For NPCs, like, what's her face? Nefeli Lu? That one's happy. That one's a pretty happy end for her. I mean, frankly, if he made 2 people happy, it's probably better than all the other games combined. I'd have to say the most impactful ending for one of the NPCs was probably for me, Dark Souls 3. I think it's Sigmire. Is it Sigmire or Sigward? Of the Katarina Knight. His ending in that one, I literally like teared up. I was like, oh, you brave little boy. May the sun shine upon this soul of cinder once more. And I'm like, you will not die on my watch. But of course, Miyazaki, even when you win, you lose. I'm like, seriously, man, seriously, I fought so hard so he'd stay alive. But I was like, that was probably the one that got me the most emotional by the end. I was like, sniff, sniff. Oh, such friendship, such care. I should look here 1 second. I'm going to put a little marker here and here, because this one is interesting trying to find the maps to it. So, just so I have an idea of where they are. I'm trying to think, do I need to... There is a fun quest in here. I need to find a jellyfish. There it is. Hello.
Where did you go?
Said, sister, where did you go? Now, I don't know who figured this one out.
You promised me when we turn 14.
But
I want to see the stars.
if you switch your ashes to the jellyfish,
I've been waiting ever so long.
I'm gonna probably have to redo it because I accidentally hit the lone wolves. But basically, when you come here to this jellyfish, switch your ashes to the jellyfish one and call them, and it completes a quest line. They were sisters in real life, so we'll come back here. I'll put a little marker for questy quest, and we will come back here once I find a site of grace.
Promise me when we turn 14.
Sigmar is DS1, Sigward is 3. Then it was Sigward. Thank you. I always get them confused. In my defense, it is a very similar name. They like similar names in this game. They'll be like Melina and Millennia and, you know, Godric, Godfrey. They go through so many where you're just like, it's the same name, but for like 1 syllable. And you're like, seriously? So when you're talking about it to people, you're like, this person. No, actually, wait, sorry. It's slightly different name, but same idea. I'll let you guys fight this. Maybe, if you disappear, I can call the jellyfish. If you call the jellyfish and complete the quest, it's really sad because Elden Ring. They were 2 little girls, and they died young, and so they became these jellyfish ghosts. So sad, so sad. And so now you're reuniting them in death. Isn't that wonderful? Miyazaki, my friends. Mystery Cat says, are the similar names on purpose, do you think? I don't know. I think maybe they like trolling us. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm going to go drink it right now. I'm going to take a drink while my poor little boys fight. They're like, you said you'd come with us. And I said, I never said that. I never said that. I feel like I think someone did a thing and they were like, there's really only one main like story character in this one that has a completely unique name. All the rest are kind of spin-offs of each other's names. I'm like, it's just cruel. Even like when you go to the DLC, so there's a character here called Renala, and then their sister is Rolana and Renala. And you're like, why did you do this? I know some parents who do that with their kids. All their kids are like the exact same, start with the same letter, and they all rhyme, and you're there, oh gosh, this is gonna be brutal. Brutal, I say. A terrible thing. I will be back. I'm just gonna go find a bonfire, which is a little challenging because I can't remember where it is. So we're just gonna go a-wandering. Sombering Smith, stone number 9. Somber smithing stones. All right, let's see here. Terrible tree. Yes, yes. Looks great. Looks great. Can't wait. Can't wait. Looking for a bonfire, fellas. Have you seen a bonfire? It should have little twists of gold, a nice little crystal in the center. Very cozy, very warm. I think this is a boss fight, I believe. Maybe down here. I just need a bonfire. A little one will do. I feel like for the sake of like the poor people playing the game, they should have at least tried to make them a little bit different. Of names. Alright, come on. Oh, there's one. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Like, it's gotta be here somewhere. Alright, alright. I'm gonna shortcut it down. Is this near Castle Soul? I don't think so. I think... maybe it is. Maybe down this cliff, is it? I'll go take a peek. But first, the bonfire. The bonfire of importance. Alright. So we have to go reunite 2 sisters. And fight a lot of stuff. The story of Elden Ring. Reunite some family members and then fight a lot of stuff. What area in a Souls game is your guys' favorite? Like that you love exploring? And if you say the poison swamps, I won't believe you. I won't believe you at all. We all know it's not the poison swamps. Look at you in your cool cape. That's really neat. Aha, here's Castle Souls. It is close. It is close. Alright, so there should be a bonfire down there too, if I can survive the trip down. Which is debatable. Debatable. The beast's eye quivers. I know why it's quivering. And I'm quivering too. Don't mind these guys. They're just giants that like to smack you with their hands. They like to high five, and they're not very careful how they do it. Hello, hello, yep, yep, yep. Howdy doodies. Coming through. Sorry to disturb your eternal slumbers. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright, alright. I gotta remember, how do I get down? I am on a little bit of a limit. Alright, this is what I was afraid of. I still have to fight my way down, little birdie. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, bird of death. If you could hold that thought for 5 seconds. I know, I'll be with you, I'll be with you. Don't worry, I know we scheduled a fight today and I will be there, but I just need to get one little bonfire. Alright, here we go. Hello, giant thing. Hello, little castle. Ugh. Quick, 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 get the bonfire. That's right, you all scared of a bonfire, aren't you? Any Souls game? Anyone, like of all the ones. DS1, DS2, Sekiro. I usually enjoy like any place that's actually beautiful or a really cool castle. So like when you're in the DLC for this game, the meadow you go to, where it's where Marika grew up, I think that one's really, really pretty. It's just fun to walk through. And then castle-wise, what would be my favorite castle? I feel like DS3 has a lot of really fun castles to go through because like they're pretty simple to traverse, and yet also they all connect, which is really fun. Welcome, welcome, Rykard 836. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Welcome to the Biscuit Brigade. How's your Friday going? Together. Yes, yes. Rykard, you are still alive in my game so far. That may change, but as of now, you are still alive and kicking. Or slithering, as the case may be. We shall consume the world together. I feel like Rykard's voice actor and Midra's one and Shabriri's one all have the same kind of energy, you know? May chaos take the world. You know what they say, if you love your job, you never work a day in your life. Let's see here, we got some ads coming in, so... Now that you've taken my horse, you jerk. You meanie. Hey, 170! Congrats, everyone, we've hit 170 followers! Yay, biscuits! Yay! Let me drink my juice. I'm trying to celebrate. Let me drink my juice. Oh, wrong juice. But you did let me drink it, so I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Alright, I'm gonna run back. Thank you! Your faves were Research Hall, or Fishing Hamlet in Bloodborne, or 4-1 in Demon Souls. Hey, those are pretty good. So you like the, well, the Research Hall is kind of like a grandiose archive, but the Fishing Hamlet and stuff is like a nice little quaint village that's gone horribly awry. Lots of lore and story in them, though. I like when you have a lot of goodies, you know what I mean? Where you have a lot of good stuff that you can unlock in the area. I'm a sucker for I will go anywhere as long as you have like a reward at the end. It is the best part. The Marika's village is really cool. Most memorable is the Iron Keep from DS2, or Irithyll of the Boreal Valley. Irithyll of the Boreal Valley is beautiful. Especially you're so surprised when it opens up into it. You're like, what? What? It is amazing. I haven't played DS2, but I heard it had a lot of really good areas in it that were super interesting. Someday I might play it. Alrighty, we are in an ad break, so I'm going to wait for the biscuits to come back before taking on the Deathrite bird. Though, to be honest with you, I will probably die a bunch because this Deathrite bird is awful. Absolutely, positively awful. I don't like it. I don't like it one iota. Let's see here. I gotta remember where it triggers, too. It is important to get rid of it, but I wish it never existed. All the Deathrite birds are really crummy. And they look like, you know how there's like that delicacy dish where it's like a baby bird in its egg cooked? That's what they remind me of is what that looks like. And so I'm always like, oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. And it's so peaceful here without it. Look, the nice snow slowly falling to the ground. Who wants to fight a big ugly bird full of death? Not I, said the fly. Alright, let's see here. Ad break in 16. I have just enough time to take a swig of water. Hold on. Da 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 da. Now I'm hydrated. Hey, Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. I waited for you. All right, so we're gonna go take on a death bird. A Deathrite bird, which I hate taking on. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. And frankly, as I was saying to the rest of the biscuits, I will probably die. But I didn't want you to miss any of the fun. So, here we go. Yay, Deathrite bird. Seriously, who designed this thing? Let's give a horrible human bird a poker and just run with it. Wow. These ones actually are easier as an intelligence build, because you can stay way back and just be like, let me fling spell. I like doing the gravity stone one with it. Oh gosh. Alright, I'll admit it, you got me with your poker. Your poker face. I think what it is they jump around so much too. Like they're very bouncy. For a bird of death, you're very bouncy. And of course they have their lovely poker of flame. How dare you? How dare you give me a new belly button? Coming. I'm hoping bleed helps here. Oh no, I fell off. I can't get your... Aye, there we go! I couldn't get the critical hit, he was stuck in a mountain. Yes! Death Ritual Spear! Yay! And 78,000 runes! Faith, even the little weak pots, absolutely melts them. Ooh! So faith builds. I have a little faith. I've got a little faith. I'm using the blood flame stuff, so maybe I should make some pots. Because we're gonna have like a ton of these birds. Especially if I play at night, they all come out. You didn't die though, you have to redo it now. No! I must resurrect the... How do you resurrect a Deathrite bird? Because that could be a problem, you know what I'm saying? Alright, we're gonna be doing Castle Soul. So that the girl in my head is appeased. Yay, Castle Soul! Welcome! Welcome to the Biscuit Brigade! We're so glad you're here! How are you doing? How's your Friday? I'm taking on Deathrite birds. That's how I spend my Friday the 13th. Am I lucky or unlucky? You be the judge. You be the judge. But how can I be unlucky with such a fine bunch of biscuits with me? Alright, let's see here. Gonna see if I can just cash in my chips. And use up these runes, because I'm gonna lose them as soon as I go into Castle Soul. For a castle called Soul, I don't think it has one. Let's see here, I need 6,000? 6,000 coins? Khajiit has coins if you have where. Alright, we'll just do 2 3s, how about that? See if that's enough. I have so much small change. Alright. No, I'm off by 600 and change. I'll just put 1. I'll just put 1,000 in the old tank. Oh, I got 1,200. Could have done 2 400s, I guess, but oh well. I'm spending like it doesn't cost me anything. Let's level up. Alright, let's do 50 for vigor and cap it there. And then everything else into endurance and strength. Maybe we could take up our faith a little bit so my faith tools will melt things a bit better. I could become powerful. Powerful. I am enjoying being a first-time strong build. It's a very different experience in this game. She said as she walked up to a bladed lion. Actually, I think there's 2 in here if I recall. Alright, I'm gonna need your help. I'm gonna need your help, Mimi. We gotta do this together, brothers in arms, that kind of thing, you know? We got someone here, and I would be lying to you if I said he was easy. He ain't easy. I just want to know what person in the War Council for this castle sat and thought, you know what, we need knives on everything. Knives on the birds. Knives on the lions. Just knives. That's all. I have one wish. Put knives on absolutely everything. But sir, we don't have a butcher's knife big enough for a lion. Oh, we'll make one. No, don't breathe on me. Stop it. Don't take nice damage. Oh, gosh. He's so close. Drink. There we go. There. We did it. So many old fangs. Dev notes, needs more knives. You know what you can't have enough of? Knives. Knives everywhere. Actually, I feel like for the DLC, they were like, fingers. You just need a billion fingers. That's all you need. Do you know what we need? And then like Bloodborne, it would be eyeballs. Eyeballs everywhere. You can never have too many eyeballs, they said when they did Bloodborne. I'm like, I don't know, maybe you can have too many eyeballs. Have you considered that, yes, there is a max amount you should have? Preferably 2. 2 eyeballs is plenty. Binocular vision. You can even get away with 1 eyeball or no eyeballs. I feel like 3 would just kind of mess you up. Hello. See the knives? I told you. Knives on everything in this castle. Oh no, and explosives. Oh gosh. Excuse me, everyone. Would you let a person have a drink? Very uncivilized to invite someone to your castle and then not give them something to drink. I put up my thing. I took out 2 lions and I'm gonna go down to a bird. There we go. That, I think, would be Mesmer's fault for this area since he waged war against the giants. Further south, it would be Radan's. Then let's blame Mesmer. Snake boy, what were you thinking? What were you thinking, good old Mesmer? I know your mom put you up to it, but really? When you looked in the mirror with your golden eye, and your birds with knife feet, and your poor old lions with knife everything, did you stop and say, I might be the bad guy? I just might. Hello. Hello, ghostly warriors. Hello. How are you all? Doing well, I hope. I hope you are. You don't seem to be very friendly. I just want this. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my bonfire. I'm glad you could come to my TED Talk. Me too, I'm a little overwhelmed myself. Emotionally and otherwise. Oh, come on. There you go. Was that so hard? Was that so hard? Excellent. Oh, dear. All I get is a smoldering butterfly and a mushroom. Insulting. Insulting, I say. Oh, now what? Hi. Oh, you're an arbalist? I hear you. I just need to grab this big glowing thing. Have you ever done a level 1 run? No, I haven't. I'm actually fairly new to Souls games. I started playing them when I first became disabled so I could kind of relearn how to use my hands. And so I've actually done like only your basic runs. I'd like to someday, but I mean, I don't know, man. People are pretty good to do that. I've watched people do it and I'm like, you're so good. You're so good at this. They're like, there's one person I saw and they did level 1 run, no armor, fists only, no rolling. And I was like, seriously? My hat's off to you, fine sir. That is incredible. I'd love to be able to do it, but I think it'll take me a few practice runs. I think, what was it? One of the HoloLive members just did one. They just finished Dark Souls 3 level 1 run. I'm like, kudos! Saith what? I know, it's so amazing. You start speaking Old English. You're like, saith what now? Prithee, good sir, really? Hast thou flipped thy knavish wig? And it's like, yes, they have, but it's an amazing one. Oh no. Do you know ones I don't like in this game? These guys. They're so creepy. Oh, I was gonna hit you before the hug. Seriously? I bet you're wearing corpse skin too. Ugh, you know how stinky you'd be? And sticky. Enough out of you. Oh no, another one got me. Why do they always bite you in the neck? Like, I get it to where your carotid artery is and stuff, but I feel like it'd be just as effective to just gnaw on your arm or something. Zombies aren't so discerning. They'll hit just about anywhere. But yes, I think if I did a level 1 run, I'd probably start with, like, Dark Souls 1. I'm playing it through for the first time right now, and I'm enjoying myself immensely. But I feel like the combat is slower, and so then you can have a chance to be like, oh gosh, what do I need to do? This one, it's pretty fast. Hello. Your security system is good, but annoying. Hello. Going round. Roar. Welcome to the boss room. How do you like this run to the boss room? I'm gonna activate the shortcut. Hi, get off my elevator. Did you pay the fee? No, you don't get the elevator. Off. Oh no, not this. Oh, frostbite. Hello, banished knight. Oh, you took my elevator back up? Seriously? Seriously. You're fighting Godfrey in my level 1 run at the moment. Hey, congrats! How's it going? What are your recommendations for someone wanting to do a level 1 run? Are you like, is there a weapon you say, oh, this one will work better? Or is it just, nope, you just gotta practice, man. You gotta practice, practice, practice. Give your soul to the run. Godfrey's not an easy one either, so good for you. Well done. Gonna get some goodies here. I'm gonna be doing this castle as a bit of a run-through one, just because there are a lot of enemies and they teleport a lot. Very annoying. Except for the rats. The rats don't teleport. They are annoying, though. They always give rats crazy stagger. They're like, these rats are gonna box you in and then blow you out. Oh no, not again. Hello, my little squeaker friends. It's the stagger that gets me. Stop it. Bad rat. Oh, Mouseykins, how could you? They're like, I was a lab rat. I have a lot of unbridled rage. Fair enough, fair enough. It's going pretty good. Only a couple more attempts before I beat him properly. Well done, well done. Very impressive. I think it would take more than a couple runs for me. I'd be like, it has been 5 days of 12 hours a day. And I think I figured out his first phase. I'm working on it. Have you been doing, using, ashes? Or are you doing it like cold turkey, just you? Just you versus the crew? I feel like you're probably doing it just you. In which case, congrats! I'd like to be so good I could do stuff like that. But it feels so far away. Right now, I'm just trying to play through on my main channel. I'm trying to go through all the Souls games for the first time. And there's quite a few of them. It's no joke. Still no armor, I know, right? I'm here mouse chewed and ready to fight. Da, da, da. My hat's off to anyone who can do that. I would get so mad trying to do a level 1 run. I know, right? You'd be like, I need to take a break. I need to take a snack break. Before I break my controller, and my controller breaks my mind. But it's impressive. I saw, like, there was one person, they were in the gamer news, if you will, because they beat it playing on a potato. And that's right, they did a level 1 run using a potato. I'm like, I don't even know how you do that. You just roll the potato? You tap the potato? Either way, my hat's off to you. That's pretty impressive. It's like, how did you beat the game? With a potato. Pippet says, that's how Consort felt on release. Day 12 of throwing myself at a brick wall until I maybe dodge one attack. I heard he was brutal when he first came out. Absolutely brutal. He's not easy now either, but he was like really bad when they first brought him out. What's your main channel? My main channel, I have one on YouTube where all the VODs go up and it's just Kooky.Crumbz. Kooky.Crumbz on YouTube. And I'm playing through, I just finished Lies of P, and now I'm partway through Dark Souls 1. which I have never played all the way through. So I played it up to Smo and Ornstein, and right now, I think, what do I have posted? I've played pretty far in it right now, but I have posted, I think, up to the 4 Kings. I think it's the 4 Kings is up. So I've been enjoying it, it's really good. Oh, thank you, most excellent of mods, Mystery Cat. I appreciate that, she has posted the link. But yes, I've been enjoying it. I really want to be able to get better at these games, because I enjoy playing them so much. And I'm learning a lot. I still have limited hand movement, so I have a neurological disability, which means I'm in the wheelchair, and my hands don't really move or respond when I want them to. So it's a little challenging, but I have recently gotten the ability to move my left hand a bit more. So I can now block stuff, which is great. Because it's hard doing it when you're just rolling around at the speed of sound, hoping for the best. Maku says, I think my favorite one was the gamer who played the game where to roll, they literally had to roll. Oh my gosh, I would be so tired. If you were playing, think of this, playing Skyrim, where you actually have to crouch and crouch walk in real life to move. You would have such sore legs. You would be like, I never want to be a stealth archer ever again. Slife says, and most of it is learning their attack patterns, and I'm doing it without summons, only in incantations and the wondrous physic. I'm using the star fists. Woo! That's pretty cool. I'd be using every incantation I could find. I'd be like, Giant's Flame, Erdtree's Favor, Bestial Vitality. I'd be prepping so hard for every single fight. Baku says, beat me to it. Aw, my mods are so amazing. You guys are the best. They're like, we're racing each other to get the information out. And I'm here like, oh, I just holding my controller. I don't think I can switch. Ah, I got shot in the eye. Mr. Katz is legit. I've been watching the Dark Souls Let's Play while I work. That's what that's how I got into it, was I was bedridden with my disability. I became disabled really overnight. And so I was stuck in bed, and so I was watching YouTube videos of people play Dark Souls. And I was like, oh, it inspired me. It inspired me to give it a try. And so now, here I am. Here I am running through a bunch of screaming people. You too can have experiences like this. I was so inspired, I now run through a whole bunch of screaming people and have a wonderful time doing it. Hello. Thank you for that spear to the chest. I appreciate it. This guy's awful. He's awful. Oh no. Oh no, my Mimic is glitched. He's trying to fight people through the door. Mimic, the battle is here. Oh, Mimi. Oh, I'm sorry about this, Mimic. We'll try. I'll take out the whistleblower, and then we won't be chased, all right? You won't get so confused. A good amount of weapons are locked behind the stat wall. That is true. It's hard to find a weapon that's like low level, I would think. Did you start out as playing a wretch, or did you pick, is there a class that you'd say, if you're gonna do this, I recommend this class, because otherwise it gets real sticky when it comes to weapon options. Alright, let's go up here. Where is he? We got this dude. And then there's another dude over here, I know that. Pretty sure there's somebody over here. There he is, I can see him. Will it let me grab him? There. Okay, no more whistleblowing, please. I have enough troubles as it is. Let's do this, and we'll get my shield back. In case someone appears. I'm trying to remember where the star fists are, because I think they're pretty far through, aren't they? It takes a while to get to them. Hello. Hello, it's me again. Your old nemesis slash friend. We're gonna meet each other a lot, don't worry. Commander Neil! He doesn't want to kneel. He's more into standing. There we go, one down. I know there's this Commander Neil, and then there's the Commander Neil in Caelid. Are they supposed to be the same person, or are they supposed to be different people? Sometimes I feel like they have... It's another one where the names are really similar. Hello. You've gone all lightning-y. He secretly wants to be the Nameless King. He's like, you know who's my hero? Let me guess. Nameless King? Oh, gosh. Come on, me. Drink the good juices. I'm coming, Mimic. You got it? You got the critical? I'll help. Here you go, Mimic. Good job. Good job, old bean. One more hit. Okay, 2 more hits, sorry. Yay! Yay! Veteran's prosthesis. Excellent. Now I, too, can have a bladed hand. Ooh, I'm a little frosty. Look at me. My metal has gone all frosty. I'm like the popsicle at the bottom of the freezer. A little frostbitten, but here. Site says, a good amount of weapons are locked by the stat wall. For a pure level 1 run, choose a wretch. But otherwise, it depends on what your plans are for the run. The Starfists are at the Colosseum in Lindale, Royal Capital. Yeah, so it's a pretty far way in, but powerful. Because I guess you would have bleed, too, which is really handy. Especially when you can only get so many hits in. You're like, I would like some bleed, please. I'm enjoying these stars because they have bleed. I had to play this with an intelligence build, so there is no bleed damage when you're an intelligence build. I mean, I suppose you could do, like, if you mixed it with incantations, you could do blood thorns and stuff. But I was pure intelligence, so I did not have any bleed options. And everyone would be posting, oh, bleed, it melts bosses. And I'd be like, swinging my spells. Here we go, here we go. This is what she wanted us to get. Erdtree secret medallion, left side. Just to be specific. Just to be specific. To be particular. Excellent, excellent. Oh my gosh. That commander is not an easy one. He's a tough old bird. Commander Neil. And with Frostbite and 2 Banished Knights. You're like, Banished Knights are annoying enough as they are. And like here you have Banished Knights that can teleport, and a commander who can teleport, and Frostbite, and lightning damage. And you're not even the boss of the area. You're just a little guy. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I just drank something and I'm going to drink it again. You could hear my voice was parched. That's right, you need to water your streamer at least 20 times in 2 hours. I was recording so much yesterday, I was like, boy, I hope I have voice for today. I'm like, I'm gonna get on and the biscuits will be like, why is her voice so gravelly? And I'll be like, I was recording. I did hours and hours of recording. No, I didn't do hours and hours. I did 2 recordings. But it was enough. I was like, I need to chug water all day today and not use my voice, so I'll be ready for the biscuits. All right, let's use this bad boy. I wasn't going to, but hey, why not? If you got it, spend it. Level up, level up, level up. All right, so we did this, so now endurance up a little, I think. Because I would like to try the super heavy armor. And also, some of the weapons are quite chunky. They are chunkerific. So I'm hoping that that I'll be able to wield them without walking at a snail's pace. Because the more you go through this game, the faster the bosses get, it feels like. Especially in the DLC, they're quite quick. Alright, let's try this elevator trick again. Let me down this time. Let me down gently. But that's the main reason you come to this castle, is for that little Erdtree thing and the prosthesis. Because the prosthesis is for an NPC quest, and the little Erdtree thing is to a whole area where someone very famous is. Someone who you will know, called Millennia. Arguably the hardest boss in the main game. Though actually, not the one I died the most to as an intelligence build. Surprisingly. That honor goes to Malekith the Black Blade. Millennia was 10 times and I got her. Malekith was 18. I was like, oh, he's a speedy one. Mr. Cat shudders. Pippet says, I find Moog to be the hardest base game personally. Moog is hard, I think because of his Nihil. We actually still have to do his area on this game, so I have it unlocked, but we haven't been there. We haven't been there yet. We met his weaker version. We beat his weaker version, but not the chunky boy himself, the Lord of Blood. Safe says, at first I was using the iron balls. You get those from killing the boiled prawn merchant in Liurnia of the Lakes. I beat Morgoth and Godric with the Wretches Club. Whoa, that's impressive. Thanks for the heads up, mods. I'll try not to do anything too exciting. Basically the rest of Castle Soul is mainly just getting loot. So thankfully, he is the only boss. Hello, Gravity. I forgot, the final boss is actually Gravity. And Gravity always kicks my tail. Blessed buttons. Where would we be without Gravity? Living in a higher realm, that's where. Alright, we did that room. Hello, you really want to fight me, don't you? I don't want to fight you. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? We couldn't be friends. Your friend request was just rejected. And it hurt me so. You hurt my little halfling heart. Let's see, how do I get up to that other spot? I bet you that gonging is what's driving them insane. That thing going back and forth. Ringing its bell, never ending. Meanwhile, I run around like a little ant. Where is the ladder to wherever? Let's see here. Oh, you dropped me in a weird spot. Thanks a lot. You dropped me down here. I don't know, the Soldier of Godric was a pretty tough fight. I would love it if the Soldier of Godric, like the first time you face him, is how you face him. Right? Like a little bit of a chump. The easiest first boss ever. But then, like, if you play New Game Plus, if they, like, souped him up to the max, it would be hilarious. Everyone would be there, oh no, he's supposed to be easy. And then you get your butt handed to you, and you're like, what happened to you? What made you this way? I think another, like, really tough one, like, until people found the trick, was the Godskin duo for sure. That one was awful until people learned about the sleeping pots. I had to fight them before that. And so I did it the old-fashioned way, and it was not fun. Oh, hello. Hello. Ow, stop it. Stop it, birds. Ugh. Wildlife does not like me. Oh, does not open from this side. Of course not. I can't help it. I got knocked off a cliff. I'm doing my ever-loving best, but you know. Alright, there we go. Let me take a drink in case something throws something at me. Oh, I hear somebody. Oh, there you are. You're just stuck in the stairs. I'm sorry. You're important too. There you go. Everyone gets their little bit of attention. Wow, look at this bird. He's stuck in the door. His blade feet are stuck in the door. Look. Look at this. Oh, dear. Anyone for pheasant? Anyone for broiled pheasant? Oh my gosh. Oof, that ragdoll. The true Elden Lord. Gravity is like the hardest boss of this series. Gravity and accidentally backstepping off stuff. Like when you're like, I didn't know it was a roll, and next thing you know, you're on the ground. I went off the ledge. Take that. To the face. Like there's a banished knight here somewhere. I think he's at the top. Yeah, there he is. Hello. You know, there's probably a reason you were banished. It's because you're annoying and selfish and mean. And your weapons hit really hard, and I don't like it. Have you considered macrame instead of warfare? Is all I'm saying. It's peaceful, it's calm. Nobody has to die. What was that? He just turned his back to me. I don't know if it was a surrender or a request. Should edit together a montage of all the times Gravity won. You could, because like there is a lot. There is a lot of times that Gravity won. Let me tell you. Gravity is the true final boss. It's the starting and final boss, and you never improve. You could play this game for 1,000,000 hours and you would still die to Gravity. That is how sad it is. Hey, Diego enters the chat. That was absolutely illegal. Padamta. That's wonderful. I love it. I love it. Would have said it sooner, but you were trapped in ad hell. That is awful. I'm glad you got out. You worked your way to limbo. You've worked your way to mainstream limbo, and I appreciate that. Hey, there's the redeem. Well done. Yes, we have 2 new redeems. You can now do the badumts. And you can also do mwah, 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 depending on if you like my jokes or not. I have made way for all types of responses to my humor, and I support them all. Sometimes it is a mwah, 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 mwah. And I learned a fun fact. That sound, mwah, 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 the official name for it is sad trombone. So there you go. There's your fun fact for the day. Pippet says posture check. Okay. 1 second here, Pippet. I might be dead, but I'll be doing a posture check. There we go. Still alive. So far, mon ami. Alright, let me just... Oh, I'm just gonna do a stretch. Getting rid of my shrimp posture. You know how it is. It is new, Diego. Yep, we've got badumts. And we've got mwah, 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 mwah. And there is another one coming that is not a sound effect. It is a very different and cool redeem. But I'm just finishing setting it up. Because my little Kooky brain goes slow. Diego says, well, I was a band kid, so that does sound familiar. Oh, who didn't have a drummer who loved to do that, right? They were the hero every time. That and a guitarist who liked to play Stairway to Heaven. It was just one of those things. Hey, as long as the trombones don't empty their spit valves on your chair, you're doing okay. Band, bringing people together, one song at a time. Back in ye old days, I used to play clarinet. I was clarinet in the band. And we had music after, look at that painting. We had music class after lunch, and so your reed always tasted like whatever you ate for lunch. You're like, bleh, I don't like this. Tastes kind of gross. Everyone's gotta love a good band moment. White shirts, black pants. Ooh, marimba and vibraphone. Frontline marimba and vibraphone, that's pretty cool. Marimbas always sound really cool. Diego was trumpet. Hey, we can start our own band. We're getting all the airs. We got percussion. We've got some brass. Squidward. Does that mean you played the Squidward? There is a, what is it? There's a famous instrument called the jellyfish. And it's the one that they usually use in old sci-fi films. It's pretty cool. Saxophone. We got a saxophone in there. Excellent, excellent. See, we've almost got a full set. Anyone play triangle? We just need that for a little, like, pizzazz. Mystery Cat says, I was the non-music kid that hung out with the theater and music kids. LOL. Oh, it was good of you. That was good of you. You probably had to put up with a ton of music jokes. And people practicing the same riff over and over again. You patient person. Diego's like, I haven't played it in like 7 years. You know what they say, it's like riding a bicycle. You never forget. You can't always do it, but you never forget the experience. I haven't played in a goodly long while, and now my hands don't work, so I don't think I'd be doing pretty good. I think it'd be a very sad clarinet playing. But you know, you always look forward to a band day where you're doing concerts off property. You know, you go to another school or a stadium and you'd be playing and you're like, yeah, free day, the whole day off. But usually your face would be ready. If you're one of the wind instruments, well, your face is ready to come off by the end of it. You're like, I have been blowing into this instrument for so long. My whole face has gone numb. Hey, look at this graveyard. Needs more cowbell! You can never have too much cowbell. It's true. Trying to think, what was my favorite one? They used to have like the fish. Remember the fish? And the jingle bells. Every Christmas concert, someone would whip out the jingle bells. We did have Triangle Timpani. That one was always incredibly loud, but really cool. A gong? Did you guys ever have the gong for it? You'd like pull out the full-size gong. Maku says, I played trumpet, then got upgraded to French horn. The pucker-up muscles needed for that are insane. A tight embouchure is essential. It is essential, they say. And you will never have as good an embouchure again in your life, let's be real. You're like, I used to practice every day, and then, let me tell you, blew my lungs out. When you're a clarinet, your options for upgrading are usually bass clarinet, or you can do oboe, or you can do a horizontal move and end up as a saxophone player. So you have a couple options. You have a couple of things you can do. All right, let's see. Now we gotta unite these sisters. During Christmas, they had the giant slapsticks. Yes, especially for the Jingle Bell song with the horses. Or no, it was the one. It wasn't Jingle Bells. It was. I think it was. It was on the line for dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, and they'd go ham with those. And you were like, oh yeah, unless you were the kid who was sitting directly in front, in which case your ears were absolutely burning off you from all the slappery. Nutcracker. Yeah. Oh, there were so many fun instruments. The percussionists, I think, had the best because they had such a nice variety. And no matter what they played, they were cool. Right? Sometimes, you know, if you're a clarinet and you squeak, nobody likes you. If you're on the brass section and you drop your spit valve and it all comes out, it's gross no matter who you are. But if you're in percussion, you can do anything or nothing and still be amazing. Like, it takes a ton of talent to do what they do, but like every instrument is cool. Like, they cannot pick up a lame instrument to save their soul. I'm glad band kid memories remain universal. It's true. It's true. Everyone had that experience. I'm sure it's the same for like art kid and like drama kid, where you're like, no matter where you go in the world, these same experiences happen to you if you were in these classes. Everybody's had the crazy art teacher or drama teacher, and then the overly serious one. They always exist. It's like how almost every country in the world somehow has a shared experience of learning recorder in grade school. I never got to learn recorder. I missed it every year. Every year, so I have reached the ripe old halfling age, and I have never once played recorder in my life. How's that for sad? But my school did. Everyone in my classes had played recorder. There wasn't a soul who hadn't. I was the only one. The only one. So shameful. I did not have that classic experience. But I probably am literally the only person in the entire world who didn't. I don't think memories are as universal for art kids. I think it depends what teacher you had. Here we go, here's the sisters.
Sister, you finally here.
Yeah.
No time to waste. Let's see the stars.
There they go. Happily ever after, in death they shall not be parted. They were swifter than eagles. Stronger than jellies. I never did art class, but I spent enough time in the classroom that the teacher made me an honorary art student. That's awesome. That's awesome. You're like, yes, thank you. I get the degree without actually doing the studying. It's great. Just the fame and the respect. I always loved when your art class would do, you know, a little show. And so they'd have, you know, everyone put up their art displays. And you'd be prepping yours for months, and you're like, yeah, my little thing on the wall. Mystery Cat says, true, either you get the art history teacher, the grow your own expression teacher, or the I just got assigned to this class, I know nothing of art teacher. Yes, we've all been there. I got assigned to this class and I didn't want it, and now you shall suffer my wrath, because I'm either going to be so bored that this class is going to go to hey diddly in a handbasket, or I'm going to make you suffer like I'm suffering. And you're like, no, but I like art. I like all the art. Why are you making my favorite class not my favorite class? Maku says, I didn't take art in high school because the teacher legitimately scared me. But I ended up as a drama music kid instead, so fair. A lateral move, if you think about it. A lateral move. Still artsy, you know? Still getting to express yourself. But with less fear of death from the teacher. Also, peeling dried acrylic paint off of palettes continues to be one of the most satisfying things for me. It is satisfying. Especially if it's like the perfect shape of the divots in. You know what I mean? Like you have those little pockets for your paint. And you're like, ah, yes, I pulled it out without tearing it. A perfect acrylic mold. None are as skilled as me when it comes to peeling paint off things. I liked it too. The crummy part was when some kid did not clean the brushes. And then you get stuck with that awful brush that's like absolutely coated in paint. It's like concrete, and you're there. This is what you get to use to try to make your masterpiece. You're like, seriously, man, seriously? I don't think so. All right, let's go. He's somewhere over here. There he is, coming in at 200 pounds, the giant tree. Avatar as you never seen it. Avatar as James Cameron never envisioned it. Just a giant tree. Burning with anger. What is beneath its robe? Only pure fury. And a seed of righteous wrath to shake the gods themselves. Alright, let's roll. They see me rolling. Oh, look, he made his twin. Yeah, this is the trick with this one. There's two. But what if two Avatar? What if James Cameron made even more Avatar? This would be the result, everyone. Oh dear. Hello, just missed me. That was close, though. Alright, fair enough. You got me there. Hold on, Mimi, I'm coming. Swipe. Swipe that credit card. Yeah, 2 trees fell. Boom. Done. Bye, Diego. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have an awesome weekend, friend. Enjoy yourself. May your Friday the 13th be lucky. What if James Cameron made 3 Avatar, but all 3 were exactly the same, and all of them were angry at you? Do you know what I don't think is fair? You have to fight 2 baddies, but you don't get twice the runes. Like, what gives? Didn't expect boss then boss. It's the only one that does that in the entire game. Like, when they made the Mountaintop of the Giants, they were like, I'm bored. Let's see if we can make this more interesting. And they did. They did, bless them. They had a lot of fun. Maybe they were just getting vengeful. Like, maybe Miyazaki's like, we need to make it even bigger. And they're like, Miyazaki, I am so frustrated with the people who will be playing this game. I'm going to make life hell for them. And we're like, what did we do? All we wanted was more game. More cowbell. Right here. Now, I'm not going to do it this stream, but I am going to show it to you. So you see over here. I believe it's this one. You see over here, there's a castle. And over there, there is a broken bridge. And there is no way into this castle because it has a seal blocking it. But there is an invisible path from the bridge over to this thingy, and you go in through a window. And it is terrifying because it is the longest, twistiest, turniest thing ever. But you do get good loot if you're an intelligence build if you go through it. So is it worth it? Yes. Is it fun? No. No. I know, right? It's great because you wouldn't get any, like, salesman to the door either because the door doesn't even open. They have to go across an invisible path that they'll probably die on. That's one way to avoid getting annoyed, right? Right? It's genius. They're not antisocial, they're genius. Yeah. Curries, welcome my friend. Happy Friday. How are you doing? You beat Elden Ring before me in the DLC at level 8. Well done, well done. Salutations and celebrations. That is an achievement, my good friend. What a brave and bold biscuit you are. Sype says, I remember doing that to get all the achievements. I know, isn't it terrible? I had to make all these like shiny stones. I used so many, and then like right before the end I fell off. I was so mad. I had to redo the whole thing, Miyazaki loves a good invisible bridge. I would love it if someone did a video of just the tropes that are in all Souls games, like parallel, like here it is in all the Souls games in a row. The poison swamp, the invisible bridge, the enemy with that hidden phase you didn't know about. Wonton Kid says, if you throw glowstones in front of yourself, you can see where the path falls off. I needed like 60 of them, and I had like 2 in my pockets because I almost never use them, except for invisible bridges. And then when I thought this one was bad enough, you know the secret area, which we will eventually be going to, that leads to the consecrated snowfields? You know that area and the secret maze of invisible bridges that are underneath? Well, I had to do those, and my golly gosh, was it an exercise in frustration. I was like, oh my goodness. Seriously, who makes these things? Who makes these things? Curie says, the DLC is beautiful. It was my first time ever doing it. The bosses only took 2 to 3 tries. Well done. It is beautiful, isn't it? They did an amazing job on the DLC. I think they did a really good job. I love the area, the Cerulean Coast. That one's really pretty. We were talking earlier about Marika's Village. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And the boss designs are really fun too. They're like unique enough that you're like, I haven't really done a boss like this so far. And of course it has the classic, that thing that was the main boss that you faced at the beginning is now just a regular enemy. Oh yes, yes, yes. You're not escaping that one in the DLC. But it's fun. It's really fun. Congratulations. How many hours did it take you? I would think it took a little bit of time, but it's so fun, right? It's worth it. Worth all the time. Miyazaki said he liked making Elden Ring and Shadow of the Erdtree, but stated that he can do better. I feel like at this point, since they're like top of, you know, the Souls genre, he's just trying to one-up himself, you know? He's like, I will compete with my own genius. Since I have no one else to compete with. But I'm excited. There's a lot more companies doing Souls-likes. They're doing a good job. There's lots of cool varieties now. I'm like excited for the new Lies of P game whenever it comes out. I'm like, oh, that'll be so fun. I wonder if I'll have enough. Just doing some math in my head, sorry. You beat the base game of Elden Ring in 45 hours and the DLC in 25. That is impressive. That is impressive, friend. And the best part is you get to enjoy every minute of it. It's so good. Getting all the armors, the weapons, is a wonderful time. Let's see here, I need 3,000. 3,000. Golly gee, if only I could break stuff in my pockets and get 3,000 in real life. Just break some lint and the next thing you know, $3,000 in your bank account. Wonton Kid says, I feel he's been competing with himself for a while. Yes, poor Miyazaki. He's like, I would really like some other competitors to show up. And come they are, and show they will. I've even been wanting to try, what was the one, I think it's called Another Crab's Treasure. Just because I feel like it's a really fun version. Because like it is like a Souls-like. But most Souls-likes are really grim. Whereas it's like you're a cute little cartoon crab. And I'm like, I just want to try it to see how they played that out. It looks really neat. What a nifty idea. And they're like, apparently you're a crab, and instead of like picking up armor, you trade out your shell for different items that have different defenses, like a can of beans or a little bowl, and they'll give you a different stats. And I'm like, that's a really unique and fun take on the genre. Pippet says, I've heard Lords of the Fallen turned it around with updates and ended up with a pretty good game. Yeah, I've heard that like the latest stuff that they've done with it really improved it. Because they had like a kind of meh rating to start with, but now people are like, oh yes, it's actually quite good. Which is wonderful. Again, like I love Souls games, but I also appreciate, you know, having a little variety. You want everyone to have a good time, basically. Let's see here. And it always helps the genre if there's more competitors. Curry says, Another Crab's Treasure is adorable. It doesn't look super hard. Yeah, it looked like a little bit easier, but still pretty epic. Is my thought. And I just like the idea. It's just a unique twist, you know what I mean? Zero problems. Another crab's treasure is mentioned. I didn't know that would summon zero problems. Wow. He's got like a secret sleeper agent word. That's impressive. Borealis, the freezing fog. There he is. I see why you got your name. Why couldn't it be the warm and cozy fog? I wouldn't stand there, Mimi. I think around the back is the place to be. If he'll let us. If he'll let us. The trouble with these dragons, they never keep 2 feet on the ground. They were born to soar. Welcome, Zero Problems. We're so glad you're here. We're working our way through the mountaintop of the giants. And it has been an excellent adventure. We've gotten Commander Niall. And we've gotten... What were some of the other ones? Biscuits? It's been a blur of bosses. We did the Catacomb. The Mountaintop of the Giants Catacomb. And... Oh, you killed my horsey. Seriously? That is a bad attitude, dragon, my friend. And you just stepped on Mimic. Are you serious? Rudeness. Have you fought Bale? Yes, I did. I've done all the bosses in the DLC, except for the final one. Good old Consort Radahn. That's the only one I haven't done yet. And I haven't started it yet, so I don't even know what he's like. I've just heard people be like, it is brutal. It is so hard. So I'm like, okay. But I so enjoyed the experience of the DLC, I actually like just didn't want it to end. So I haven't gotten that far. Which is silly, because it's going to take me a million tries to get rid of Consort Radahn. It's not like I'm going to be like, oh, first try to kill. So I don't know why I'm like that, but you know. I loved the Bale fight, though. It was really good. It was so cinematic, and the music is epic. It's a great fight. Hey, Dragon Hearts! Yes, Dragonborn, Dragon Hearts. Excellent, excellent. Oh yeah, my horse died. All right, fine, I'll walk on foot. Actually, no, I'm gonna fast travel. I'm gonna fast travel. Why walk on foot when you can fast travel? Deathrite bird, that's right, we fought the Deathrite bird. I forgot about him. The Erdtree avatar, we fought the Erdtree avatar. And the corrupted Erdtree avatar. We fought 2 avatars. Man, we're working our way through James K. I mean, we need, like, what is it, 6? 6 avatars? Curry says, Consort Radahn is very hard depending on your build. You can shred him or tank him with a shield. I feel like he's gonna tank me. He's gonna slam dunk me straight into the ground. My little crippled halfling twitching body will be sticking out. But since we will be doing the DLC, you'll get to watch me. Isn't that great? You'll get to watch me die over and over again. And you can feel good about yourselves. You'll be like, I didn't die as many times as Kooky. And I'll be like, that's right. Believe in yourself. Believe. I believe in you. 3,800, 7 times. Yeah, we can probably do it. We can probably do it. Curse you, Bale, says Pippin. I know, he's the best NPC, hands down in the whole thing. He's just so gung-ho. It's like Shaxx in Destiny 2. You just want to fight just because he's there. You're like, son, you are so into this. I support you. I support you in your quest to rid the dragons. Yes, Wanton, I agree. He did an amazing job. Apparently, he had no idea what character he was playing. He's like, I didn't know if it was a person. I didn't know if it was, like, I didn't know who I was. I didn't even know who Bale was. He didn't know Bale was a dragon. So he was like a Shakespearean actor, and he's like, I just gave it like you would on the stage. And I'm like, well done. Everyone playing it, you always see them, they're like laughing their heads off, but having the best time. They're like, yes. Yes, sir, you have done an amazing job. Like a squish bug. I think a squish bug will have a better chance than me. I'll be like a little bit of paste. A little, you know when a gum gets stuck to your shoe? And you're like, just feel this slight sticky pull? That'll be me. On Radahn's little foot. He won't even know I'm there. He won't know I'm there, and I can never forget him. Isn't that the irony of the age? Oh my gosh. And we took down a dragon, so there you go, there you go. One dragon down. I've been amazed, like when I started like doing these, I'm like, I'm gonna be lucky to get through one boss's stream. But like when I've been posting these VODs on the YouTube channel, I'm like, we're doing like 5 to 8 bosses a stream. Which is pretty, like if you include NPCs, because we also took down Juno, Hoslow. So I have to go back to Volcano Manor to turn that in. Which should lead to another boss fight, I'm thinking. If I recall. Seek precious item, therefore be wary of boss. Oh look, another one. Another boss! Spiritcaller Cave. Oh dear, I remember these. But yeah, I've been amazed. I'm like, you know what? The hours fly by with you, Biscuits, and we end up actually blowing through a ton of bosses. It's rather surprising. You know it's bad when there's a bloodstain all the way here. Right by the bonfire. I do not have confidence. Unless maybe the dragon blew into the tunnel and got them that way. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what they did. Ads soon. Alright, we'll brace for ads. I think I've got a ways to go before the boss. We're gonna be creeping through the darkness. If you miss anything, it'll be me creeping through the darkness. And I'll try to hold off on the boss for you all, so don't worry, don't worry. I believe this boss I have a chance of holding off on. See these snails? Do you remember this from earlier? The snails control the spirits. That's right, you bet you didn't know that snails have the power to call forth the undead. So if you ever see a ghostie, look for a nearby snail and step on it. That's the lesson of Elden Ring, kids. That's the lesson this game teaches. Oh my gosh, so dark. I feel like both games and movies have gotten darker over the years. As in, like, just literally, it's hard to see. Not as in thematically. It's just like... Actually, let me check. Maybe it says go this way first. Let's see here. Ahead. Ahead, okay. Ahead, the tail. Get some nice crystal cave moss. We got a rune. Heroes rune. Ooh, heroes rune is good. And a rune arc. Lots of rune. Do you have room for more rune? I want a magical snake snail. I know, right? Mr. Katz is very true. The darkness and the sound mixing have changed quite a bit. Yeah, like they're like, we need to make night scenes, like real night. And I'm like, this is why people don't film at night, because no one can see anything. They'll have like a cool battle or something, and you're like, I can't see a blink. Could you all wear jerseys with reflective tape so I know which side is winning? I'm like, they used to like kind of fake light it, and that was easier. All right, where's the snail? There's the snail. Death from above. Die, snail. See, he called forth a samurai. Did you know snails could call forth samurai? It's a wonder the world hasn't been taking over. If snails weren't so slow, we'd all be gone. They just call forth a samurai army, and that would be it for us. All right, I gotta find the snail. Where are you, snail? Slippery snail, I need your tail. I cannot fail, or I shall die. Aroo to you too. Aroo. Snails are cute. I like them. Oh gosh. Wish I could find them. Alright, I'm gonna get up. We gotta run. There's the snail. I see him. I see him. He's in my eye, my sights. Oh no, I'm too short. My arms are too short. Oh, the eternal problem. Oh, I think there's another one. Another snail. Have you considered second snail? Okay, quick, run. Run, he's got rivers of blood. And he's angry. He's full of rage. Block off. Snail. Snail fail. Okay, he's down. He's down. Did I get the samurai? Is there another one? Nope, I got the samurai. Excellent. Snails, cute but deadly. Definitely a pest snail. Woo! I got armor though. I got samurai armor. Pretty fly. Who knew so snails were so powerful? I mean, spiders get bad raps, slugs get bad raps, but who knew? A spider. At the end of it all, the masterminds of their gastropodish state. Alright, here we are, and I will hold off. Let's see, how's it going? We are 10 seconds. I have enough time to drink some water. It's the white armor too. I know, it's so cool. Someday I'm gonna do a Dex bleed bill. I'm gonna wear that armor. Bye, Wonton Kid. I'm sorry, I missed it. I missed your nice comment. I hope you have an awesome weekend, friend. Enjoy yourself. Thank you for stopping by, and we hope to see you again soon. Zero Problem says it's cooler than normal reed armor. It is. You know when you get it later in the game, they're like, yes, it is cooler. This is the higher level, the Zen level of armor. Also, the whole time I played this game, everyone was talking about Rivers of Blood, and I never got to use it. And I really want to use it. I want to see what it's all about, you know? Alright, here we go. I think everyone's back. Hopefully they're all back. Alright. So get ready for the worst fight of your life. The worst fight. Because they said, Godskin Apostles, hold my beer. Hold my beer. Let's try to remember. Okay, you keep him busy. Where is he? I think this is this one, is it? Or is it just where they're, I thought it was one with a snail. Oh. Let me roll, let me roll. Let me roll, my friend. Alright. Oh no, here he goes. Bam! Bam! Madam, madam. Ramalama ding dong, here we go. Yep. Maybe the snail appears after this one, is it? Alright, he's down. He still got me even though he's down. Where is it? Likely weak foe. Somewhere? Didn't expect Slug. I know he's here, somewhere. Or maybe you have to go through the first 2 phases? Oh no. Woohoo! Oh, my favorites. You knew from the start there's nothing better than Godskin Apostles. Except everything is better than Godskin Apostles. Scream if you see a snail, everyone, okay? This is the snail fight. I do need Rivers of Blood. I just want to be cool. You know when all the cool kids are using stuff? And you're stuck with your weapon that your mom packed you for lunch? That's what happened to me. I liked my weapon. I had Moonveil. It was pretty cool. Oh man, the airbag inflated again. To be fair, I would like to have an airbag thing like that. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, you overinflated Michelin man. You staying alive there, Mimi? I can't get to you yet. Hold on, hold on. Oh no, Mimic! You hurt Mimic! You're gonna kill Mimic! You jerk! You snake of another! I think I got him. Okay, now, where's Snail? Snail! Spiritcaller Snail, finally! 3 phases, I tell you what. There he is! Oh, God Snail Duo, I love it, I love it. Well done, well done. God Snail Duo. I couldn't remember, I'm like, is it that he's hiding? Like the first time this happens, you get him right away? Yay, celebrations! We did it. We did it, biscuits. Oh my gosh, I forgot it was 2 phases and then the snail. Oh my gosh, snails, man. Do you know what I need? A giant salt shaker, that's what I need. It's trio fight, actually. That's right, it's 3 phases. 3 snail phases. That's a lot of phases for a snail. And like, who likes the Godskin Duo? No one! No one! Escargot time, yeah, just lots of butter. Butter and salt, that's what I need. Just walk in with a giant salt shaker. It's okay, it's spirit salt. That way you can get ghost snails. You know, if you had to explain this game to anyone who never played it, they'd never believe you. You'd be like, well, you see, there's this ghost snail, and he calls forth these terrible enemies. You have to get past the dragon and follow the jellyfish to the Cave of Darkness, where spirit snails call samurai to fight against you, and then when you work your way past them, a giant inflatable snake man comes out. and beats you to a pulp. But if you get through that and the giant lobsters, you can finally take on the evil snail of all death. Elden Ring, am I right? God Snail Trio, 2.5 Godskins, that's right. Maybe he's their little brother, or probably their older brother. I feel like he'd be the older brother. He'd be like, you know, the smaller one who's like, I'm gonna send out my 2 hulking younger brothers to do the dirty work while I sit here and wahaha from my little cave. Either way, I'd rather a snail with no conscience. You've heard of a conch snail? This is a conscienceless snail. It has no conscience. It's just evil all the way through. Pure darkness in a shell. That'd be a good, actually. If you could put that on a menu for escargot, pure darkness in a shell. In a buttery shell. I would like to order that on the menu, please. I've never had escargot. Has anyone in the chat had it before? I don't know the thought. They're always like, it's a little rubbery. And I'm like, I don't think I'd want to eat rubbery snail. It does not seem appealing to me somehow. But I know some people who, like, love it. They say it's really good. Nope, Zero Problems hasn't had it, apparently. Like, there's a lot of things I will try. I've had clams. I've had oysters. I've had giant dogs, apparently. Hello. Oh, watch your biting. Don't bite me. I might be your friend. You don't know. You don't know. Oh, look, another evil castle. Wonderful. Wonderbar. See here? Looks like there's a summoning thing up here. Excellent. Apparently, I'm still being chased by an evil dog. Excellent, excellent, excellent. No, I'm too sensitive to textures. That's my thing, too. I can't even eat, like, if I eat fat, like, you know, a big glob of fat on a steak or something, I get, like, bleh. So I generally would not, I'm like, I don't think, like, squid or octopus or snail would be the choice for me, probably. Unless it was, like, very mushed up and, like, mixed in with stuff so I didn't notice it, you know? Then maybe I could do it then. Fat is so gross to Zero Problems. I just find, like, when I'm chewing it, I'm like, it's so rubbery. It's so rubbery and chewy, and I don't like it. My body just says nope. So I figure it's probably more polite to just not eat it than to try and eat it and be gagging the whole time, you know? You want to be polite. You want to be polite to people. You're like, oh, thank you for this delicious food. But if I cannot get it past my gag reflex, then I feel like that's the ruder thing. So I always eat ridiculously lean meat, and everyone's like, why are you eating such lean meat? And I'm like, isn't it dry? And I'm like, it's not blobby. Oh no. Speaking of blobby. That's what they're trying to make me, just a blobby on the ground. This is the one, this is the castle you have to break in across the invisible bridge. And then when you come out, you get to meet all these fellas, isn't that great? Yay. Squid is either really good or really bad, no in between. It's really bad when it's too rubbery. I would think so. I would think eating something that like is like a pencil eraser wouldn't be very appetizing, even if you put a lot of butter on it. Because butter can cover a lot of things, you know what I mean? Like, you know, if you have enough butter, you can swallow a lot of stuff. Lean is better, says Zero Problems. I agree. You have my vote. Thank you for understanding. Because, like, people always... It sounds so good on the menu, right? They'll be like, would you like some calamari? And then they'll describe it dripping in butter with herbs, and you're like, oh, that sounds really good. And then I'm like, yes, but will I be able to chew it? Will I be able to swallow? That is the question. I can eat scallops. Even clams were a bit too much for me, and I had them deep fried, so I took the easy route. I was like, it's deep fried. You can eat a lot of things if they're deep fried. It's doable. And even then, I was like, nope, I don't think so. Not for me, not for me. Ew, scallops is Zero Problems. At least it's more of like a fish texture or like crab meat texture. So I can do it, I can get it down. But if it's like really rubbery or chewy or like grizzly, then I can't do it. I can't do it. My little halfling body is like, nope, nope, you ain't. You're gonna be spitting that out.
We're almost there. The flame of ruin lies just ahead.
Excellent, I love the sound of it already.
I traveled with. I must tender my thanks to Torrent, too.
Yeah, thank my horse.
You, Torrent. Please continue to lend your aid. Till the end.
What do you mean, end? I don't like the sound of end. Zero Problem says, I hate scallops. They're gross. They are kind of... Do you know what's gross? Is if you've seen scallops in real life, you know that they have a ton of eyeballs around the outer edge. A lot of, like, bright blue eyes. So that's what I always think of when I'm eating them. I'm like, 200 blue eyeballs. And it's silly because that part is not included. When you eat a scallop, they cut all that off. Just the muscle in the center. But that's what I think of every time. I'm like, oh, Kooky, why do you do this to yourself? I'm like, but it's little eyeballs. I know what they look like in real life. Poor little scallops. Poor little scallops. Maku says, I can't do scallops. Fine with fat and meat, though. Makes it tender. Our lifelong floppy bacon versus crispy bacon rivalry continues. It wasn't really a rivalry. If we had floppy bacon, I gave you the floppy stuff, and then you didn't like the crispy, so you gave it to me. So, you know, kind of worked as more of a partnership. More than anything. It was a partnership where both of us profited muchly by the power of bacon. It just goes to show that bacon is about friendship, right? By the power of bacon, we have become friends. But what if I want the outside crispy and the middle floppy? Then you have to be a swell chef, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Because it is a tricky one. Do you know what the other weird thing? So like in regards to weird food tastes, one for me was I don't like browned eggs. So not brown eggs, I don't care what color the shell is, but I don't like it when your fried egg or your scrambled egg gets all brown because they kind of overcooked it a little. So I perfected, back when I could move my hands, I perfected making omelets without ever having a little bit of brown on them. They were cooked all the way through. And I figured out a method to do it because I'm like, I just don't like brown on my eggs. How weird am I? Really? Live scallops look like aliens. They're so cool. They are cool. Like, I mean, what else has 100 blue eyes? That's pretty neat, right? And they can, like, shoot themselves around. Oh, look, I'm interrupting their meditation here. The Bobsy twins. Ay. I didn't start the fire. It was always burning. While I was turning. While Mimic was turning. I think they're dead, Mimi. I think they jumped. It wasn't our fault, right? Is that even possible to achieve? Usually it's just the ends that get so crispy. It's true. Cat has unlocked, Mystery Cat has unlocked the wonders of the perfect cook. Alma rice. Yes, alma rice. Now you've got the whole chat wanting it. They're like, please pour a delicious egg over some steaming rice. I can't blame them either. It is delicious. It is delicious. I used to do is if you're doing an omelet, you put a pan lid over the top and put it on a lower heat than you normally would, and then that way it sort of cooks all the way through, but with no browning. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? You have to fiddle with it to know your stove really well, but I love putting loads of toppings in my omelets. So I'm like, yeah, if I can have the loads of toppings without the burny bits, that'd be great. I know they're not really burned, but for me, I was like it's burned. Something incredible ahead. Death, maybe? Death is incredible. See, let's stick my little head in. Dogs? You coming, Mimi? Come along, Mimi. Catch up, my friend. What's your favorite thing to have with your alma rice? Like, do you put any sauces with it or herbs? What is your favorite way to accessorize it, if you will? Oh, look, it's a flame guardian. You're not doing a very good job of guarding the flame. I just walked in here and hit you with my stick. Mimi is still fighting you, but Mimi, the battle is over. You can rest, good friend. Ease yourself. Let's see here, any goodies? What's alma rice, says Zero Problems. Pippin says, I think I'm the only one here that burns it extra on purpose just for the browning. I know some people who do. Yeah, it's a whole thing. So I don't blame people who do it. I'm like, you know what? I understand. I have things I like that other people are like, what? And I'm like, no, it's delicious. You gotta believe me. So I'm like, you know what? To each their own. Just for me, I can't get it down. I'm like, oh. I would like some nice eggs that are fluffy and yellow. Mystery Cat says, I think all my rice usually comes with gravy. Soft egg over fried rice, sometimes with ketchup. Or a demi-glace. I know it's really good. Yeah, basically the steaming rice kind of cooks the egg so that rice is hot enough that the egg slightly cooks, but it's still soft. So people who tend to like, you know, a soft boiled egg or a fairly loose omelet, ooh, they love it, they love it, they love it. The deliciousness. The delicious yolky goodness. I think I've seen people putting, what is it? There's like little seeds on it. Little sesame and something else seeds. Be wary of right. Okay. What's to the right? A doggo! There we go. Chives? Yeah, chives are good. Chives are good with it. That makes sense. Chives can be yummy. Chives and just about anything, actually. Sour cream and chives, eggs and chives. I think this was like little black and like white seeds. They were so good. It just gets a little crunch to it. I don't think they actually add a ton of flavor. I think they're more for decoration, the thing I'm thinking of. It's like, here you go. Would you like a little bit of coloration and texture? And I'm like, yes, please. As long as it's not grizzly texture, I'll take it. Let's see, well, how do I get up there? I'm trying to remember. How does one get up this golden stair? There, here, up to here. Maybe on the outside? What's everybody's favorite comfort food? Like if you're like, oh, it's like today is a cold day. I want to whip out my favorite comfort food. What is it for everyone? Welcome! Welcome! How is everyone? What my favorite one? Chicken and dumplings. That is a great one. You just love food in general? That is a great way to be, my friend. Why be picky, right? Enjoy. Cakes, muffins. The deliciousness. I like chili, fresh bread, baked goods. I always find tacos, like a chili taco, is like my favorite go-to food. Or a nice noodle bowl, you know, fresh noodles and some beef or chicken chopped into it. Very yummy, very yummy. But I won't turn up my nose at a lot of things. Despite me saying I don't like all those items, I actually eat quite a variety of foods. There's so much deliciousness to be had, right? But chicken and dumplings is good. Oh, yumminess. Especially with a good, like, dipping sauce, too. Or if they're in a nice broth. Mmm. Who can resist? Golly gee, how do I get up there? Gotta remember. Trying to remember. It comes down here. It's not underneath. Oh, there it is. There's the ladder. Da-da-da-da. Blending in with the brickwork. Welcome, welcome to the Forest, Unrivaled Dragon. We're so glad you're here. How's your Friday going? Welcome to the Biscuit Brigade. I know, right? Mystery Cat is making me hungry too. Mac and cheese, homemade yakitori with shoyu, ramen. Oh. Oh, it is cruel for you to say such things to us while we sit here with like a glass of water. But if you're at work right now, or working, this will give you ideas for what you can pick up on the way home, right? You're like, okay guys, that does it. I'm stopping by for a ramen bowl. And you can't stop me. I'm gonna be picking up some delicious noodles. Unrivaled Dragon says it's going well, just winding down for the day until work later. Ah, I see. Getting ready for heading out on the old shift. Well, I hope it goes well. Although it's Friday the 13th, but hopefully all the crazy stay away and you just have a nice peaceful shift. And a good meal before you head out too. It's always good to be charged up on a good full tummy before heading out to work. I always was the type that neglected myself. I'd be like, here's a can of ravioli. I gotta rush out the door. And then I'd regret it. I'd regret it. Mystery Cat's suggestions are chicken shoyu ramen or miso ramen. Oh, Zero Problems has managed to dodge the 13th. It's the 14th where he is. That's wonderful. You know what they say. You know, if the bad day is coming, just skip to the next. Well done, well done. I'm impressed. Graveyard shift is good because we are closed. No crazies. That's the way to be, my friend. That's the way to be. You don't want no crazies. You're like... It's like when you're driving home from work late at night and you're like, well, at least I don't get caught in the craziness of rush hour, right? Right? You're like, everyone's gone. Peaceful drive. Just crank the tunes. Turn up the air conditioning so you stay awake and away you go. It's Valentine's, though, so Zero Problems. Ah, obligatory chocolate day is what I call it. It's a great time the day after Valentine's Day. You just go, you buy yourself lots of chocolates for cheap. You don't have to spend lots of money. You get a big chocolate heart for yourself. You're like, yes, a big thing of Hershey's Kisses, please. Oh no, Chef. Oh, it's Chief Guardian. I thought it said Chef. A chef. You guys have me getting food on the brain. I read Chef Guardian Arganthy. Well, either way, this boy is on fire. Maku says, some may argue February 14th may be more bloody and terrifying than Friday the 13th in some cases. This is true. This is true, especially if you forget to buy that special someone something special. Unrivaled Dragon says, see, I don't have regular crazies. I have Florida crazies. Hey! That makes for a very interesting weekend. So you are much, much relieved to be having a nice graveyard shift. Kooky is very good at reframing things. Oh, gosh. Well, hopefully everyone has a nice, relaxing weekend. That's the main thing. You get a little bit of peace and quiet, you know? A little bit of enjoyment out of your weekend. Ooh, Giant's Prayer Book. You would think a Giant's Prayer Book would be bigger than this chest could hold, but maybe it's like one of those little mini books. One of those little tiny ones with an infinitesimally small font. Oh, come on, me. You can slide. You know you can slide. There you go. There you go, me. Is that a real person? I thought it was a real person coming to get me. I'm like, seriously? I don't remember somebody being here. Ugh. I did it, it says. I did it too. Isn't it great? It's a magical book. That's right. Maybe it decompresses. Like, it's like one of those things you just put it in water and suddenly it's like a 6-foot long, crazy dinosaur shape, you know? They're like, just add water and this book will become a Giant's Prayer Book. Isn't that great? And you're like, sure. If I fall from here, will I break myself? It is possible. Let's see. Oh, right, yep, but I'm still alive, which is the main thing. It's the main thing. It shrinks and grows to the size of the holder. That would be convenient. You know what would be really convenient, though? If the font shrunk and grew to the size of the person's vision requirements. You know, like you pass it and suddenly it becomes a large print book. But then if someone who has good vision comes, it'll shrink in the number of pages. I would like a book like that. It'd be so handy. That or automatic bookmarks. That, like, if you accidentally have to close your book really fast, it still knows, oh, you left off here. I mean, like, that would be so handy, friend. What do you guys think would be, like, the best quality of life? Like, small quality of life improvement? Like a non-stick pan that's actually non-stick. You're like, and my food, actually, the rice did not stick. Or self-cleaning rice cooker? That'd be nice. This is Sparta! Exactly, right off the edge. Plunge to your demise. Zero Problem says, nope, the font stays the same. Only the book grows. Oh no. Oh no, I'll be turning these massive pages with this tiny font on it. It's like when you play a video game that was made in yesteryear and you play it on a 4K screen and suddenly you're like, I can't read a blink. Everything's so small. The cursor is so small. I think I was at one point trying to play Dragon Age Origins and I'm like, I can't see anything. All right, I'm looking at the time, and we do have another ad break incoming. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep playing past the ad break, And we'll do our little wrap-up then, because I think we've made pretty good progress. We're about halfway through the Mountaintop of the Giants. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. I know you're like, we're probably all the way through. You're like, nope. Nope, welcome to halfway through the Mountaintop of the Giants. And we've been doing it from memory, because I haven't gotten the map yet. That's how lazy I am. I haven't gotten the map. I'm like, oh, it's too far away. I gotta find it. That's too much work. The biscuits will understand, right? Biscuits, right? Oh, welcome, Pippet. Welcome to the Biscuit Brigade. We so appreciate you. Hope you've been enjoying yourself. We've all definitely been enjoying meeting you. Let's see here. What have I got? Do I have enough? Maybe I have enough. Oh, the math. The math is so hard. 50. So 45. 46,000. Oh, I don't know if I have 46,000. That's a lot of runes. I don't think I do. I think I'm still under. Oh, well, we'll have to proceed with my pockets bulging with stuff. I'm gonna just take a little hydration. Hopefully next Friday when we're doing some more Elden Ring, we'll be finishing off the Mountaintop of the Giants, which means I will have to face the main area boss, which I am nervous about. But it should be okay. It should be okay. He's a big boy, and he's very angry, and he will transport us to our next area. His quest line sends you for quite the loop, but to some pretty epic bosses and tough as nails areas. Oh, you're still battling Godfrey, hey! You're getting real close? That's awesome, that's awesome. You can do it, I believe in you. I believe in you, and when next we meet, you'll be like, I have not only defeated Godfrey, but here is a list of all the cool baddies I have taken down in my wrath. My righteous level 1 run wrath. Oh gosh, that's hard to say. Righteous level 1 run wrath. I think I just invented a new tongue twister. I don't think anyone will pay me for it though. They'll be like, why would I want that? Why? I'm gonna see if I run here. Do you think I can pick up one of the maps? That'd be a fun little mini quest. You can do it though, I believe in you. You've got this in you, you've got greatness in you. I applaud your courage. I'd be like sitting there like, oh, I don't think so. I don't think I can do this. Let's see, is this a road beneath me? Where is this road? Where is this path you've taken me on? Goodness gracious. Great balls of literal fire. Oh dear, I think the doggies are upset. That's okay, doggies. You're allowed to be angry. Anger is an emotion, after all, that we all must feel. Let's see here. Oh, Mountaintop of the Giants? Because I can't pop the map while they're upset at me. Unfortunately. Alright, well let's go across the lake then. I probably passed it in my mad dash. I took a different route than I normally do. Normally, I do not do this section first. I normally come from like the opposite end, so I gotta remember where the maps are. Gosh. Maybe I'll have to do that between streams. I'll be like, guys, guess what I found? The map. Now, it's like a roguelike, right? You go through the whole area, and then you get the map. And you feel good about yourself. You're like, finally, the map is here. All right, let me look. Okay, so I'm here. No map, no map, no map. I think I have to get... Let's pick up the one here. And then I'll fast travel out and see if I can get the other one. I remember it's confusing because it looks like the one area is closer to you, but it's actually farther. So I'm thinking I have to go for the map on the far west. Can I find the map? I can find one of them. I can find one of the maps is right here. I'm glad they put them on the thing. Can you imagine if they did not have them marked at all? Oh my gosh. It would have taken me forever. There you go. There's one map found. You are my witnesses. One map found. Hey, there you go. Look at what we did. Look at all this. This is all the stuff we've done. Isn't that impressive? And we've done all the way to here. Look at that. Look at that goodness. So there's this one out here. I think I have to take a different route to it. can try to get this one, but I'm not sure where it's hidden because I can't find the path. This path here, because like this takes me right here, the White Ridge Road. You know that a map is confusing when even with it marked right on it, you're like, yes, but where? But where? Because this just leads me to the back of the castle, but how do I get past that? La 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 la, I know you're all upset at me. Because as soon as I do this, I can't see anything because they're angry at me. It's like, nope, you have enemies chasing you. You can't open your map. And it's like, you know what? You know, it's the one time I really want to open my map when I have enemies chasing me. Because it's terrifying. All right, here it is. Maybe this is it. Let's go run across. We're running across the chain, everyone. It's a crazy chain of events is unfolding. Ba-ba. Ba-dum-ching. Here we go. Here it is. We did find the map. Look, look, look. Here it is. Is the ad still on? Because then I did do it before the ad break. The chain starts to play in the background. Excellent, excellent. There we go, map found. I made it before the ad break ended. We should have this. We should just have like little sleeper agent goals that Kooky gets while ads are rolling. Can you do this before the time the ad occurs? Can you do this before the ad break ends? And I'll be like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me rest. Let me rest up. Don't tempt me. Can you beat Elden Ring before the ad ends? Only by uninstalling. Then I will have defeated the final boss. Mods, is the ad break over? I wasn't watching. Is it still on? Let me know. Let me know. I'm gonna take a look at this view. This view that we've earned. That's right. See the blood stain? That's what made us earn it. It ended. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So here you go. Let's look at the map. Here we go, biscuits. There you go. This is what 2 map fragments will buy you. Get it? Buy you? Alright, so here we are. Look, look. This is all the stuff we've done today. We did all this section up here. We did all the way around to here. We did this part, and I just broke a chain. I ran across a chain. And here we are. And this is the section that leads to the final boss here. So we are lined up and ready for Friday. And all by the time the ad break ends. Isn't that glorious? Isn't it glorious? There was ads. You didn't get ads. Maybe you're just special. Maybe it looked and said 0 problems. That person has had a terrible week. We are going to bless him with no ads. And if they did, I wouldn't question it. I'd just hold on to it and say, yes, thank you. Thank you for no commercials. It's wonderful. 0 ads. 0 problems, 0 ads. That'd be like a good news station. I would listen to a news station with 0 problems and 0 ads. I'd do it in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. All right, but we're probably going to be calling it there for today. So when next we meet, which is Tuesday, we're going to be taking a slight break from Subnautica for the Disney Dreamlight Valentine's Day event. So we're going to do a nice chill stream. It's family day here in Canada. And so we're going to do a chill stream enjoying that event. But the following Tuesday, we're plunging back into Subnautica. And I need to get a ton of titanium. And I need to rig out my sea moth and get it named the SS Digestive for exploration tricks. And then on the Friday, we're going to be continuing the Mountaintop of the Giants, hopefully working our way to the perilous fire giant. I'll give you that. For those who haven't seen it, we're going to be battling a fire giant. And he's huge, and he's angry, and he has a big frisbee. And I don't like that combo. He likes to use it, too. Scythe says, by next Elden Ring stream, I will have beat the base game and made it to Mesmer, hopefully. I believe in you. When we see you next Friday, you can come in and tell us of your glorious victories. Well earned and well won. 0 Problems, it's time to start a news program called 0 Ads, presented by me for Kooky. Exactly. I would watch. I would watch in a heartbeat. So yeah, that's what we've got coming up in the next couple weeks. You can also check out our YouTube channel if you miss anything for any of the VODs. And we've got some Dark Souls coming up, some epic fights and funny stuff. And Pal World, we're building up to our first ever summoning. Isn't that exciting? How will it go? You'll find out. Only I know. All right. Well, let's get ready. We're going to be doing some raiding. So I want you all to get your best biscuity greetings up and running. Uh-oh. Are we still alive? Oh no! I was gonna say we're gonna do a raid, but it seems like the raid button is grayed out for some reason. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, well, we won't be raiding today, unfortunately, Biscuits, because the button won't let me hit it. Yeah, like my whole panel is grayed out. Let's see here. Let's see if I can I force it? Can I force some friendly raiding? Let's see here. I'll fiddle a second here. Try to see if there's another way that I can force a raid. Because we want to share our friendliness. Come on now. Come now, come now, come now. I don't know. Maybe it's a glitch with Twitch. It's a Twitch glitch. We have been so powerful and full of friendliness that we are no longer permitted to raid. I can try /raid. That's true. Well, let's see. Let's do some experimentation. We all get to learn with Kooky. Isn't that wonderful? You get to see my less than stellar typing skills is what you will watch. All right, our mods have pulled a bunch of people, so let's see here. I'm gonna try and put in a name for us to try and raid. Which means I have to type correctly or we're gonna be in trouble. All right, let's give it a try. If it's for a specific, it's just the actual raid function isn't working. Like there's a big button on the dashboard you hit to raid, and then it lets you search for people, and the whole thing is not working. So let me see. I have no idea what happens when you do this. So we are going to do full. You know what? It's Friday the 13th. If this is the unluckiest thing that happens to me, we're not doing too shabby. To be honest with you, we're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well. Let's see here. We're going to try. This is someone we've never raided before, and I don't know them. So, hey, it'll be adventures all around. I'm not sure if I click this in, if we automatically go or not. So this will be fun. So if we automatically go, thank you all for being here. It's always a blast to hang out with you, Biscuits. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. And if this doesn't work, we're going to keep trying. So let's give it a try. Get your biscuit greetings ready regardless. Let's hope that our Friday the 13th stuff eases off. And instead we move into a wonderful weekend of love and family. So here we go. Let's see what happens. All right, here we go. We are raiding. All right, everyone, get your biscuity greetings ready. Have an awesome weekend. Enjoy yourselves. And we will see you next week. Here we are, raiding in 3, 2, 1. Let's go!